Okay, testing. There we go. Yeah, sorry, Lonix. I was kind of working on it. I forget if I leave it too long. Ow, sorry. Then it likes to reset itself. Hopefully we're coming through now, though. But good to see you, Lonix. Hey, Moonraker. Hey, Guitars. Sorry, I'm just pulling some stuff out of my backpack. Pills, for one. I'm gonna need those. There we go. Pills, pills, pills. Always need pills. All right, hopefully I'm coming through. Hey, Adrian. No worries, Moonraker. I'm working on that. We should have it up in... Nope, that's crashed the desktop. There we go. All right. Good to see ya. Sorry I've been away for so long. And sorry that things are a little rough. Last week was bad, man. Last week was bad. Things are a bit better now. Really, it's more the beginning of the week. Hey!
Torpedo burrito!
Thank you, Coyote. Thank you, man. Seriously, thank you. Oh, believe me, I got him. Hold on, I'm just trying to make sure I don't dox myself. Okay, yeah. I got him now. These are the ones that I got screwed over on. And, man, oh man. Let me tell you guys a little story, alright? Hey, Carl. Hey, Jojo. Thanks, man. I'm, happy to be back. Tell you what. Never have a prescription tied to a doctor that costs more than, you have in a bank account to go see. Because that's what I ran into. And it screwed things over hardcore. Hey, biker. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm back. For now, anyway. Oh, kid. Thank you, kid. Thank you, man. And thank you, Lonix. I know I enjoy the camera too. I need to shave though. It's been, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's been several days, and I need to actually shave it up. I would try to grow it out to see what it looks like, but yeah, it's not a good look. It's not a good look at all. I know what I've got to work with, and it's not enough to make it worthwhile. Yeah, Guitars, which mission is that? And Adrian, good to see you, man. Ooh, if I go a little bit of a skip there. See, Ken, I haven't got to log in at all last week, this is my first time back in. So I'm going to assume this is what I was wearing last time. Like, this feels... Well, it's not a good look, but it feels correct, Hey, Mabutu. Hey, Gallic. But yeah, like, okay, so... In Danger Zone, you're probably right. You're probably right. But, like... Week before last, I had ran out of, my blood pressure pills. And I need those because of the kidney disease and the pills I take for the kidney stuff. They increase blood pressure, which is not good. So I needed those a lot. So I had, my pharmacist send a fax off asking for a refill, and they don't answer. So I go by the next day, ask for a refill, they don't answer. And
Stand by.
You know, it's a couple of days now. Now it's the weekend, and of course they're not going to answer over the weekend because, you know, medical issues abide by a 8 to 5 weekday schedule. Medical issues never happen on the weekend. That's why doctors don't work on the weekend. So anyway, what am I doing with the Phoenix symbol? Let's go something a little bit larger. So yeah, so you know, like medical issues don't happen over the weekend. So, you know, I go about 3-4 days, no blood pressure pills, and I'm really starting to feel it. You know, I got the weekend. And then finally, Monday rolls around. I'm like, hey, yo, what's going on? Why are these all messed up? They're all at crew L1. We're gonna make a drive. You know what? We'll make a drive in the Phoenix. So anyway, I send the fax off again. They don't answer. I've been calling them. They don't answer the phone. So like eventually I get a hold of someone like, yeah, we can't refill your prescription for blood pressure medicine unless you come back in for a checkup with the kidney doctor. Now, it cost me 270 friggin' US American dollars, 270 USD to see this kidney doctor. And that is separate from what it costs for them to run tests. Like if they draw blood or do like a urine test or whatever, just to see like, you know, how much protein I've got in my urine or whatever, that's extra. That costs money. That's like R. Kelly extra. So that's very expensive. It's not like, LOL. No, like I'm already, you know, my blood pressure is already through the roof already. So I go to my general practitioner and it takes me a minute, but she gets me a prescription for this. But yeah, like my blood pressure at the doctor's office, you know, the general practitioner, was like 180 over like 125, which isn't the highest it's ever been, but that's pretty high. It's not good for you. It's headachy and laying in bed. That's pretty much what I did the whole days, you know. So like I got my pills and pretty much spent the rest of the day in bed. And it's like, screw it. I am messed up. I am annoyed. I'm gonna bite someone's head off. And then I just yeah. And Wednesday I was still messed up, but I wasn't gonna miss Transformers for the world. So I saw that, and then Thursday, Friday was just, you know. Sorry, let me read through everything now. I've been kind of rambling there. And Darkseid, thank you, man. And Carl, you're right. I do like to wear a clown suit. I feel like I look good in a clown suit. In fact, you know, if Star Citizen just keeps taking forever, if someone were to buy me a clown suit, I would wear that and stream that in full clown makeup. Yeah, exactly, Drop Hammer. Like, you know, you definitely tell that I live in the USA. And Simi, good to see you, man. Well, you see, a lot of sense. The system is working the way it's designed to, and you know, you just never stop to question, and maybe it's the system that's the wrong. And Justin, tell me more, Medcal, if you could explain that one for me. That's not a term I'm familiar with. Yeah, see, Biker. Okay, so my kidney doctor, he only works like 1 week a month. Because he's also a real estate agent, and I honestly just think he's checked out on the whole, you know, kidney thing. Like, I think he only just does it to kind of do it on the side, so I'm getting rid of him. I refuse to give him any more dollars, because 1, he's a jerk, and 2, I ain't got the dollars to give him. Hey, Joel. And Drop Hammer, usually they don't. Like, they were refusing to give me a refill unless I came in and saw him again. It's like, my guy, my dude, like, my brother in Christ. Like, they're blood pressure pills. Like, I'm not some junkie trying to get high. Actually, if anything, I'm trying to get low. Like, I'm trying to get my blood pressure low. So, like, you want me to pay $270 so I can come see you, and then pay, like, you know, $70 for the prescription? I don't think so. Oh, Biker, I hope that blood test comes back decent, or at least boring. It's when the blood tests come back interesting that you gotta worry. And, like, also it turns out that suddenly my cholesterol has spiked. And she's like, oh yeah, that's unusually high for your age. That might be hereditary. And I mean, that sounds right, but I don't want it to sound right. I am tired of hearing that things are unusually far gone for my age, you know? Like, that's not what I want. Oh, it's not what I want. Oh, Sparkplug, thank you, man. Thank you. You know, Sparkplug, I got to see Transformers on my birthday too. That was fun. You guys want to talk about that? You guys seen the new Transformers movie yet? Ah, Mabutu. Yeah, that'll happen. Oof, that'll happen. Nice, Lonix. I'm glad, man. Liver, you need a liver. Like, you can go a minute or two without, you know, kidney stuff, but livers, woof. You need that. Yeah, Mabutu! Transformers, Rise of the Beasts. That actually has the Beast Wars characters in it. Well, 4 of them. 5 if you really want to stretch it, but I'm gonna say 4 of them. But yeah, no, that dropped. Had early access Wednesday. Official release was Friday. I want to go see it again. I haven't got to go see it again yet. I wanted to, I just didn't get to. I was thinking about doing it sometime this week. Shoot, maybe tonight. Who knows, you know? Oh, Jess and Lisinopril. Oh, dude, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I took Lisinopril, and I got that ACE cough. Like that ACE inhibitor cough. I had to get off of it. I had to swap with Losartan. I hope you don't got that cough, man. But if you do, I'm sorry. Lisinopril. Like, if it works, you know, it works. But man, that cough got the better of me. Like, I sounded like a little orphan child in a you know, Dickensian novel. Yeah, see, Batty saw it yesterday. What'd you think of it, Batty? We see Sparkplug, I will say. I feel like it could have had more dialogue for some characters, but they had to introduce like 14 characters. And there were parts where I feel like they could have greatly expanded on certain things. However, it is probably the best Transformers movie that's come out so far, which sounds great until you remember what the other Transformers movies were. Like, that's not exactly a high bar. You know, like you had Michael Bay films, and they're kind of getting this weird Renaissance treatment. Like, they're kind of getting the Star Wars prequel treatment, where people are remembering them being a lot better than what they actually were. But yeah, no, it was, as far as the Transformer movie goes, it was excellent. Guitars I have not. I think Cameron had a video up on it. I just didn't get to watch it. I've pretty much been away from the house for the last several days. Hey, Oliver, thanks, man. I'm glad to be back. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, drop hammer. Like, see, that's the thing. Sometimes you mess up. Sometimes you spill a bunch of pills on a bad floor and you don't want to, like, you can't wash the pills or whatever, you know? Unfortunately, I'm not taking anything that's like, you know, a narcotic or, you know, like a controlled substance or whatever. Hey, Wade. Yeah, man, I'm doing better now. I need to shave a bit, but I am doing better. Moonraker, I want to say better than Bumblebee. I think Bumblebee really nailed the 80s version of Iron Giant, but, you know, a Transformers movie needs to have more than 1 to 3 Transformers in it. So, like, we got Prime. We actually got Prime with some character development, which was nice to see. Mirage was actually done, I think, quite well. I mean, basically, he's still playing the role of Jazz, but it was a well-done character. Although Pablo, I wish my boy Pablo had been on screen a lot more. Like, every time he was on screen, Wheeljack was an absolute delight. I just wish he'd been on screen a lot more. I really enjoyed it. Oh, he was a delight. I just wish he could have had a lot more dialogue. Oh, hi, Chihuahua. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. I'm just gonna try to scooch in here, just a little bit. Yeah, no, that's fine. Let's just hit the debris. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, Bernard, you sure can. It's a little banged up. I tried to get it repaired. I tried to get it repaired. Obviously, the repair right now isn't working that great. So if there's like some scuzzy bits, that's why. But yeah. And if it matters, it's the emerald. Here, let me turn that off so you can kind of see a little bit better. Yeah, just a little bit of breeze. Just a little bit of debris. Sorry, I don't have a page up, page down on this keyboard. But yeah, this is the Emerald Phoenix, so it's got a toothpaste tube covered. And Justin, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you looking out for me. I want you to know that.
Thank you. And please visit again.
See, Sparkplug, I never got into the Dark Tower series. I never got to pick them up. I mean, generally, it's a rare time that a movie does a book justice, you know. Carl, I would definitely suggest it. I mean, you know, like Transformers, the thing about Transformers, you know, at the end of the day, it is a cartoon that is essentially an advertisement to sell toys. There's no real higher meaning to it. Sometimes the writers get some good writing in, but at the end of the day, its original purpose is to sell you $25 of plastic.
Welcome to the
you know, it used to be $5 to $10, but inflation. But it's fun. It was fun. It was, you know, a really well done movie, I think. And I don't want to go into like the too much just because, you know, I don't want to spoil anything.
Vehicle selected. Stand
Hey, thank you, Darren. Thank you, man. Yeah, Apple, like, okay, so here's my issue, Apple. They keep making the Phoenix harder and harder to get a hold of. The Phoenix that I have right now also comes with like the Ursa Fortuna. Yeah, Ursa Fortuna. And that's cool and all.
Your vehicle has been
But I don't really
delivered to the following
need
locations.
that.
Please visit us.
And in addition, it's like you're essentially, it's like $100 extra for green, you know? And green is cool, but I don't know if it's $100 extra cool. Oh, Benny, I'm sorry, man. Oof. Oof. Tell me what happened. Hey, Parker. Hey, Matt. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. My blood pressure is managed again. Like that's not even a joke. Like I was in extreme hypertension levels and just headaches and just having to stay in bed and stuff. Oh yeah, exactly, Lonix. Like that's the thing. Okay, Transformers movie, right? Yeah, it makes money or whatever. But it's just there to advertise the toy line. That's all it is. Merchandise makes so much money. Okay, so let me tell you guys a story, okay? When I worked at Best Buy, we got like our employee discount was essentially the cost of the item plus like 5-10%. Like so the company was still making a buck because they just have to. Funny enough, there is almost no markup on like TVs, laptops, things like that. But on things like keyboards, mice, accessories, things that are essentially plastic, you know, very little moving parts, you know, the accessories to these things, the markup is insane. Like what might be a $60 battery backup. Thank you, man. Thank you, dude. And dude, yes, there are tons of new characters and they're just taking their time just drip feeding. But like a $60, like those little portable battery backups to charge your phone, if it was $60, it would be like 18 for us. A keyboard, you know, that might cost you like 180, like a fancy dancy high-end Logitech RGB whatever, like, and I'm just ballparking that price. It might be like half for us. And then like you look at toys, you know, no electronics involved. Like the markup on a decent Transformer these days, you know, you're looking at like $35. Like Hasbro's making bank. And Raymond, good to see you, man. Sorry I've been gone for so long. Yeah, thank you, Parker. You know, you're probably right about that discount. I would love to go back and find out. I mean, I don't want to work the retail floor. I miss my asset protection job. No, guitars, that's also fair. Like, I'm not buying any Wizards of the Coast products anymore. The only thing that I will buy is Transformers, and that's just because...
Thank you, and please visit again.
You know, that was a major part of my childhood, and also I would very well argue, like, a core part of my identity. Other than that... Because, I don't buy Magic anymore. I can't keep up with that. That's too expensive. And after the whole Pinkertons thing? Nah. I'll just go Kobold Press. Yeah, Parker, enjoy lunch, man. And yeah, Justin. Have a good one, man. We'll be around. Oh, Benny, were they AI or players or what? And Raymond, I had I wouldn't call it an emergency. I had a bit of a little medical issue pop up last week that messed me up. So I spent the last couple of days just kind of decompressing and getting better. And hey, Dom! Thank you, man. Thank you, Dom. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. Thank you, man. And Motar, good to see you. Ooh, Raymond! Attempting to lose weight, huh? Good luck, man. Good luck. Yeah, thanks, Dom. Good to see you, man. And like I said, sorry I've been gone. I just, due to my my kidney doctor being a jerk, I went several days without blood pressure meds, and it messed me up. So I'm things are back under control. I got my stuff, so things are good again. Banny, I don't know if it'll help, but there is a, I gotta remember what I put it under. Is it targeting or target cycling? Okay, all right. If you go find under target cycling in view forward, basically it'll target whatever your ship is aimed at, and it doesn't matter if it's green, red, white. Like, as long as it is a vehicle that is on your screen, it will target it. Or you can also do the under reticle. I would possibly look at setting one of those for quick use, because sometimes you have that issue where there is an AI ship and for whatever reason the friendly or hostile targeting won't target it, but this will. That might be something to investigate, because that helps me tremendously. Yeah, Apple, you know, like, losing weight is such a pain. Like, believe me. When I first got on these pills, like, I was trying to keep up with it hardcore, and it's like, I'd get on my bike, and then get off, and it's like, huh, I gained 3 pounds. Hey, Jody. Hey, Brian. Dude, I am feeling much better. Like, blood pressure's back under control. I'm back on my pills. I've kind of had a bad cough for the last couple of days, and it's not like that I'm sick. It's just when I sleep, I get that deep, throaty cough that I had on the lisinopril. But I'm wondering if it's just like because I gapped the pills for like 5 days. Yeah, Ben, I'm sorry, man. Like, I hope that helps. If we run into a ship, I'll, you know, give you an example of it. But, that's just so annoying, because, like, that will happen. And it's like you can't even target them, so you can't even see what you're up against. But, yeah. It's good to be back. I don't know if I told you guys. I mean, I'm sure some of you know, but my little brother passed his driver's test. That's where I left my shark cup in the car he's going to be driving. So I need to go back over there and get that back. Because I need that cup. That's like my... That's my on the road cup, you know? I feel like everybody's got one. Oh yeah, Tony, they're all Transformers. All Transformers. I mean, I can blow it up so you can see them a little bit better. See, guitars, like, I've seen a couple of those missions, like, on post. Alright, see, here we go. We got a ship. Freelancer Max. I actually just used the forward for that one. 24 out. On 22. Wow. And we got another. A second Freelancer Max. Wow. Yeah, Biker, honestly, I don't think he should have passed. Like... Wow, we got a lot of ships. Anyway, I don't think he should have passed. You know what? I don't like all these ships being here. We're gonna pop over somewhere else. That's a lot of traffic. And traffic can bring attention. But, so anyway, he passes. We're on the road back. And in America, when you're on like a main road, if someone is to the left, they have to, you know, if they're on like an intersection essentially, and they have a stop sign and you don't, you know, they yield to you. And he's like, do I yield to them or do they yield to me? He's like, dude, you're the one who just took the test. You should know. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Do I yield to them or do they yield to me? And he's still trying to figure out when he can make a left turn at a green light. Because, you know, sometimes there's the arrow and sometimes there's not. It's like, unless you've got a big green arrow, you yield to oncoming traffic until there's no traffic. And for some reason, he can't seem to remember that. Oof. Wait, I'm glad to be back, man. A move break, I appreciate it. Honestly, Dom, I don't think you're missing a whole lot, dude. You know, I've been gone like a week, and not much has changed. I saw that we had 2 weeks of Arena Commander updates, which is cool. It's not the game that I'm playing, but cool. A lot of stuff out there. Wonder who our C2 belongs to. No, not the Pisces. Don't scan the Pisces. You know, Tony, I saw a little bit of the announcements. I will be playing. Like, I don't know if I'll be playing on stream, but I will be picking it up eventually. Oh, yay. Well, might as well get parking while we can. Anyway, like, I will probably eventually be picking it up. I don't know if I'll be picking it up at release. Unless someone is just like, Jack, I can't absolutely stand not seeing you play this or whatever. But, I will eventually be picking it up. I know there's a huge debate right now, or debate's probably not the right word. Internet firefight between people about Star Citizen versus, wow, I am getting lost on my own ship. You know, Star Citizen versus Starfield. It's like, I feel like they're two vastly different games and they just share a setting. I feel like that's the only real thing in common. But like, yeah, exactly, Power. That's another thing. Like, Bethesda games, like, Bethesda games kind of got that rough start to them. They kind of do that whole modders will fix it kind of attitude. Now, Biker, I did see a little bit on Star Trucker, and that I'm excited for. Like Starfield will be fine, but Star Trucker, that's it. Ooh, free stuff. Yeah, exactly, Power. That's what they do. Modders always fix everything, you know? Let the modders do it. Okay, that's all the stuff. Yeah, guitars. There's a new game coming out that just debuted a couple of days back called Star Trucker. And it's space trucking. It is quite literally space. You have a literal space truck, like you have a spaceship shaped like a truck, and you go space trucking. Man, look at all that barrel. I noticed that the price is still high, but not as bad as it was during Invictus. Exactly, Dom. Like, okay. The first time I saw trailers for Fallout 76, I felt like I was watching a bad game wearing the skin of a much better game that it killed and took its place. Like, I felt like I was watching the video game version of John Carpenter's The Thing. Not to be confused with the video game of John Carpenter's The Thing, but like, The Thing had killed a much better game and was wearing its skin, pretending to be a good game. And, yeah. just... And just since then, like, Bethesda and I have just kind of, you know, like... This is gonna sound dumb, but as much crap as I give Ubisoft, I almost trust Ubisoft more than I do Bethesda. I just whine about Ubisoft because they hurt my feelings with Far Cry 5. Yeah, Biker, exactly. Like, it looks like Space Truckers, and it's probably going for that Space Trucker vibe. And I will play the crap out of it. I will stream the crap out of that. But yeah, just is that our... Is he waiting in line to take off or to land? Nope. Okay, he's going mining too. Everybody's going mining these days. Wait, Lonix, what do you mean? New thing from the 2000s? Hey, Delta, good to see you, man. You guys remember that whole bag thing from Fallout? Oh, no. Flaky. Oh, dude, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. That, oh, I'm sorry, man. I mean, you know, thank you for the money. I just want to make sure we're clear on that part. But dude, I'm sorry. That is... Have they announced that they're aware of that they're looking into it, that they're, you know, fixing that? Ah, okay, Lonix. Now I'm caught up with you. Now I'm caught up with you. Sorry. Yes, there was a new one. I remember when they announced it, and I immediately went, nah, it's not gonna be that good. I remember that. Like, that thing got no fanfare. No, Snakes. There's a new game coming out. Like, it was just announced not too long ago called Star Trucker. It's I forget the developer, but it's a separate game. Yeah, guitars. I'm gonna put it on my list too. I gotta update a bunch of stuff. There's this new game coming out that I'm really excited for, and I've already forgot the name of it. I think it's called Last Train Home, or maybe Train Home. Don't quote me on that. But it's a game based around the Russian Revolution, where Czechoslovakian soldiers ride a train all the way to Vladivostok. And it's a mix of, like, management similar to, like, Fallout Shelter and, like, RTS. So, like, you have to manage your troops and morale and food and everything else in between, and they have different out-of-combat skills, but you also have the RTS stuff where you're in combat and, you know, like, you know, if they die, like, it's permanent throughout the rest of the game and whatnot. That's it. Thank you, Lonix. On top with that. Yeah, like, I really want to play that. Hey, Brooks. Dude, I'm doing a lot better. How about you, man? And good to see you, Sykes. Dude, I'm glad to be back. I had a decent weekend, you know, being away from everything, but I'm glad to be back. Oh, beggars. Oh man, dude, I am sorry. You didn't get like the thing like we're like, okay, listen guys. I know it's very hard sometimes. But like Beggar said, you get like a tooth hurting? Get that checked out, because something about teeth, when those get like infected or you have like an issue or whatever, that stuff can go straight to the brain. And that can take you out. Like, Yeah, I'm glad you got that taken care of, man. It is good to hear. Hey! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. That Anonymous 420. Thank you, Anonymous. Whoever you might be. Thank you so much. And yeah, Guitars, that is true. Hey, Death. Good to see you, man. And yeah, Stack. Star Trucker. It's yeah, I think it's on, yeah, Lonix linked it. It's on Steam. They were talking about the stuff that was just announced recently, all the game stuff.
Please proceed to assign
There's
landing bay.
another one that's got an out there premise called Sand, and it's like Austria-Hungary developed interplanetary space travel around the World War I era, and now like you're just on this giant machine hunting around for scraps on this like desert planet, and it's called Sand. And I'm sure this game can be great, and I need to look at more of it to figure out exactly how it plays. But it's the most unfortunate name ever, because any reviewer who doesn't like it, all they're going to do is just post the prequel memes. You know, it's like, oh, you know, what's your review on? It's like, I don't like Sand. It's rough and coarse and irritating, and the bugs are everywhere. Like, I know exactly what they're gonna do. I would do it. It's cheap, it's easy, but you can't resist it, you know.
Landing complete.
But I want to play the crap out of it. Oh. Oh. A lot of out there games on the horizon, you know. And of course, Obsidian, you know, they've got all their RPGs coming out. TJ, good to see you, man. Ooh, Sykes, yeah. That's some stuff to get looked at for sure. As long as you don't got to earn mod status. I mean, you know, just eventually, if you happen to see a bot that I can't, you know, eject. I mean, you know, it's not like I'm running like a Denny's or something around here, you know. Oh, Ram, let me ask you a question. Like, if you don't mind answering, just because, you know, I don't know much about, like, are dentures annoying or anything? Like, how, like, is it, like, how do you, like, I would see my grandmother use them, but asking her open-ended questions was usually a mistake. But, like, you know, like, are they like a pain or anything? I mean, I guess it's better than having like no teeth or whatnot, but I just, you know,
Welcome.
I always wondered,
ASOP vehicle
but I never
retrieval
really
system.
got to ask, you know. Yeah, Guitars. Oh, pain. Okay. Now, sorry, I'm reading like bottom to top, so it takes me a sec to catch up. Hey, Dom, that's fair, man. I got a bunch of stuff to watch. And Dragnos, good to see you. Ooh, Lonix. 24th? Did you see that Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 got announced? Ah, that's fair, Raymond. That's fair. Yeah, I forgot about like the denture like paste or enamel or whatever. Yeah, Lonix, like, okay, I feel like Microsoft saw like all those mods, you know, like Neofly and whatnot, and they went, oh wow, we could have done that. Why didn't we do that? We left money on the table. And they did. They left a lot of money on the table.
Next stop, Central.
Oh, Apple, did they announce more Persona games? Death, I'm in PU right now. I'm sorry. Hold on, Apple. What? What? They're adding the ornithopter? Well, you know, guitars, not all those are even mine. Honestly, sometimes I wish I could just pare down the list. But I did not make the list. Yeah, see, Lonix, that's the thing. They're still using the same engine. Like, it's basically the same map. Like, I know they always show off, like, some big city so they can show how accurately they model things, but when I fly through my tiny town of Malvern, Arkansas, it doesn't really look like Malvern, Arkansas. You know, like, the streets are the same, but, you know. See, Raymond, that sounds nice. I mean, not, like, nice, but more... You know what I mean, comforting. You know, guitars, I haven't seen that, but... I'm very unobservant on YouTube a lot. Dude, okay, Dom, Owl House is great. Owl House is great. Love Hootie. Hootie is my favorite character in Owl House. I don't care what anybody says. That annoying voice, that obnoxiousness, that eldritch, incomprehensible, like, what is he? Is he a worm? Is he a house? Is he just a horrendously deformed owl? Actually, you know, my profile picture on Discord is Hootie. Because I really enjoy Hootie. Yeah, Death. Yeah, it was. And yeah, Flaky, that is true. I'm actually thinking about the... I'm gonna swing by SAL5 just to see what their barrel is like. Because it seems like now that Invictus is over, and people have been writing things back out, that it might be just a little bit more manageable. You know what's really fun? If we sit here for an hour, we can actually see what everyone is bringing to this location. So, for example, 565, someone pretty much just dropped off a full caterpillar's worth of distilled spirits in the last 10 minutes. One thing of stems that probably came with medical supplies. Some Bore, some Bexelites, we had a couple of miners coming through, some salvagers. 86 SU of medical supplies. That's probably on the tail end of a massive dump. Grecium, 10 SU, that's probably a miner. 84 SCU, that's a trader. 20 on the tungsten. Yeah, if we use refresh rates, we could actually measure these and see just like how much is actually coming in. It would be very boring for a stream, but I could sit here for an hour and just see what all is being brought in. Is it useful? Probably not, but it's interesting. Yeah, Parker, tell me more about that. And I know, Chris, like, you know, for years I've been like, barrel is trash. Don't touch a barrel, it's the worst thing. And now some cheeky person at CIG has gone, I'm going to make him sell barrel. Never met. Dude, it has been a long time. It has been a long time, man. Okay, one, I do want to say, it's okay if you don't pick up Star Citizen. You got time. You got time. And two, I hope that's on Spotify. Like, I can't listen to it on stream for obvious reasons, but I hope that is on Spotify. Yeah, flaky, like, you know, titanium astatine, like, you know, astatine, what it used to be, but titanium is just so much easier to bounce back with now, you know? See, Chris, I don't know about influencer. Oh god, that's a dirty word. I would rather be under the influence than an influencer. You know, like buy me some Dogtown Mandarin vodka. That's our local brewery. But yeah. Ah, yes, Apple. I sure hate waste. Don't ever trade waste. Yeah, see, all right. You know, Motar, that's not a bad idea. All right, you make 3 bot accounts, right? And if you could scrape the data just, you know, from the screens and just have them sit at all the big terminals and, you know, just put in like a macro so they don't exit out, they could actually measure that in real time. That's not, that's wasteful, but that's not a bad idea.
Welcome to the ASAP.
Yeah, never bad. No
retrieval
worries.
system.
No worries. Hey, Brandon. Good to see you, man. Sorry I've been away for so long. Okay, where is my, there it is.
Vehicle selected.
Oh, yeah, oh, you know, no, Barrel's good now, man.
Your vehicle has been
Barrel
delivered
is
to the following location.
realistically the best thing you can haul right now, because you're not getting gold. Like, you know what? I'll take Tradefluencer. I like Tradefluencer. There we go. And yeah, Apple, like, okay, I like how this update actually made things that were still bad but could be worth hauling, like, you know, tungsten. Tungsten's not great, but it can still make money. So if you show up to a place and they don't have everything of what you want, you know, tungsten, you're still gonna make $1. You know, it's not gonna be like money hand over fist, but you're gonna make something. You know, it's gonna pay for the fuel. You know, it's not like how it used to be. For the updated ones, anyway. And I hope that we get a lot more stuff. And yeah. Yeah, dude, I'm so sorry, man. I'm gonna regret hardcore not being around last week. I didn't have access to my blood pressure pills for about 4 or 5 days because my doctor was being less than agreeable. My kidney doctor. I want to sing the praises of my general practitioner. It's just, there's only so much she can do at times, but it messed me up hardcore. My blood pressure was through the roof. You know, massive headaches, in bed, all that. Extreme hypertension levels. So it really messed me up. And I got it under control, but I just still needed a couple of days to, you know, kind of recover there. So that's why I was gone for so long. Because believe me, it wasn't fun. Except for when I saw Transformers. And then my blood pressure was slightly raised then. But, Also, I have a story to tell you guys. If you guys want, if you guys care for a story. Yeah, see, like, you know, this doctor, like, my kidney doctor was all like, yeah, no, we gotta see you first to make sure that you still need it. It's like, I'm sorry, was it gonna go away? Like, do you think I'm over here, like, scratching my arm, like, on the corner? Like visiting the local crackhead for lisinopril. Like, it's like, come on, man. Like, it's blood pressure pills. Like, I ain't trying to get high. I'm trying to get low. But yeah, that's under control now, man. I'm sorry to hear you got to take it too. I don't know, guitars. I kind of like Graham getting that cutlass. Cutlasses are nice. I like cutlasses. I mean, they're ugly, but they're my kind of ugly. All right, so all right. Let me tell you guys a story. Wednesday was the premiere of Beast Wars. Not Beast Wars, Rise of the Beast. You know, the new Transformers movie. And I'm super excited. I bought my tickets like, you know, a month and a half ago. And I strategically positioned myself to minimize the amount of cell phones that I could see in the movie. However, due to limited funds, I was only able to get, you know, the seats for my D&D group. And, you know, like, they pay me back and whatnot. But, like, I had considered buying more seats, like, to my sides. So that way, like, if there were phones or unruly children or whatever, I wouldn't be able to see them. But again, limited funds, and, you know, it's wasteful and yada, yada, yada. And you could also argue, you know, morally wrong for taking the seats away from people who'd want to see the movie just for my various idiosyncrasies. Anyway, so get in the theater and sit down, and I've got the edge seat. So that way I'm in the middle and the person next to me is also in the middle. So we're, you know, dead on. Lady sits down next to me with a child. A child. And I don't mean like, you know, like a well-behaved 10-year-old or something. I mean like a child. Like a 4 or 5-year-old. With light-up shoes. This lady brought a child with light-up shoes to the theater. And during the whole movie, this child is wiggling his little child legs. And his wee little shoes are lighting up. And I did not have an air puck handy. There was an air hockey table in the lobby. And I have used the hockey puck on it a lot, but I did not have it with me. But this person decided to get these tickets early because I remember I kept checking and they bought their tickets a day after me, which means they planned this early. Oh, they planned this early. This lady planned to go see this movie, and she brought her child with light-up shoes to a movie theater. And this child keeps getting up and running back and forth in front of me and everyone else. And when it's not running back and forth like a little antelope, fresh from the rehabilitation clinic, she's trying to get this child to sit in its seat, and she keeps handing it a cell phone so it can be occupied. A cell phone. At the theater, this thing is sitting next to me. This flesh nugget is sitting next to me. This thing is sitting next to me with a bright cell phone, mashing whatever child app it has on her phone. And I get the plight. I get the plight. Because, okay, sometimes you have a child. You know, as much as you might try not to, or, you know, maybe you do try, sometimes you have a child, and finding proper shelter for that child so you can participate in societal events is hard. I get it. So, as much as I want to dislike her and loathe her, for ruining the experience I have been waiting for since 1997. I don't particularly blame her. Also, at the end of the day, I mean, we're talking about a Transformers movie. And I know people probably didn't have high hopes for it, but like, dang it, lady, I have been waiting since 1997 for this movie. Like, I desperately want to see both Truck and Monkey share the same screen. And just because the theater used to be called the Rave does not mean that I need to have a rave happening in the seat next to me. So like, and you know, also like, child might not have multiple shoes. Like, I get that. You know, I did the same thing growing up. But if your child's gonna have light up shoes at a theater, please, for the love of God, take them shoes off. Like, I felt like I was being arrested by the constant Wii U lights right next to me, you know? Sorry. That was my rant. Fox, good to see you, man. And like, you know, yeah, it is a bit that Doc's a jerk. I ain't never gonna see him again. I have cut ties. And also, like, he's expensive, so, you know. And Lonnie, that's not a bad idea. But like, actually, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Because on the 17th, they're putting out new posters. So if you go see the movie, you get the poster. Also, I get the Primal poster, not the Prime poster. They didn't have the one for Optimus Prime. I think that was an AMC exclusive. And Dread, good to see you, man. And nah, guitars, I mean, what's management gonna do? Like, because like, if I left during the movie, then I'd see less movie. And she got them tickets early, which meant that in some capacity that movie meant a lot to her too. And maybe she grew up with it, you know, and she just was unfortunate to have a child along. I mean, I'm sure she loves her kids or whatever. You guys just know how I feel about dealing with a child. I got that water moose capacity of a child. Where is is it behind? Is Lyria behind? Do I need to go over? We'll go. Nope. There we go. I was in the wrong way. Okay. So it was very annoying. It was like why do children keep following me and ruining events for me? Like, it seems almost like a running joke at this point. I see one and recoil, and I know it's about to ruin my day. Honestly, Parker, okay, about Unicron, I don't want to ruin anything, but I will say this. I feel like Unicron got screen time while also being left open to be a future villain for other movies. That's the only thing I will say, and that's because it also corroborates what has been said in various interviews about movie without, you know, spoiling anything. See, Brandon, that sounds nice. I just, you know, I've been waiting on this movie for so long, and despite having it constantly ruined, I enjoy the movie-going experience. When I was a kid, very rarely I could get my mom to take me to the theater, and I thought it was a magical experience. You know, the big screen. I mean, we usually went to the one in Malvern, so it wasn't that big. But there was a screen, you know, the popcorn, the hot dogs rolling in their weird little hot dog roller cage thing, you know, the little arcade games off to the side that hadn't been updated since, you know, 1985. I loved it. And even though the experience keeps getting ruined by cell phones or the existence of other people, I still like going, you know? Yeah, Raymond, I try not to, like, I mean, like, I guess she was all right, you know. I couldn't really see that well because the light up lights kept, you know, ruining my night vision. But oh, Dread OLED sounds so nice. I want to mess with an OLED one day. I want to get an OLED. I mean, Chris, I mean, he's both. You know, he's both. He both. I would say, yeah, I would say, Parker, they did Unicron justice. You know, I do have them, actually, you know what? Let's just check our cargo. If I start messing around with that, I'll end up doing something dumb. Yeah, Nick. Yeah, Malvern, Arkansas. Nick, long shot. You wouldn't be related to the Dodson that used to run like an art gallery in Hot Springs the first Friday of the month, would you? I want to say his name was Chuck Dodson. Don't quote me. I used to wind up there a lot back in like 08, 09. Of course, you know, the Ritz Theater went out now. It's a oh, I mean, it's still a theater, but it's like a stage play theater, and you can rent it out. It's owned by, well, it's called the Three Rivers now, but it used to be Ouachita, you know, the community college. Hey, Plaggy, good to see you, man. And Matt, like, okay, listen, I have never willingly hurt a child. I just want that to be absolutely clear on the record. You can loathe them without committing violence against them. I just, you know, I have to go see movies twice if I want to enjoy them. Yeah, Nick, of course you're from a celebrity's hometown. What's, oh, what is his face? Lawnmower dude. Billy Bob Thornton. You know, he's from here. Yeah. Not me. Not, oh. Who died? Who died? Nero, 2345. Yeah, Brandon, do it. Do it. Go for it, man. Like, listen, I am all for hoisting the black flag. Usually if I see a movie in cinema, it's either because I want to support said movie or am just looking more for the cinema experience. Otherwise, I will yo-ho-ho it up. Because, you know, movies be expensive. Especially when it comes to popcorn and whatnot. And the thing about movies is, they have that thing called popcorn and unlimited butter. And for a man who has really bad kidneys, I say that bad, you know, half off, 50% kidneys. I shouldn't be pouring on that butter like I do, and yet I do. Oh yeah, Nick, you talking about the Hobo Joe's? Because if you're talking about Hobo Joe's, that's still around. Hey, Fat, good to see you, man. Guitars, he'd already been looted by the time I got there. I didn't steal anything off of him. That's it, never, man. Abdullah, good to see you, dude. How you been, man? How'd that mining go the other night? I saw the update about it. I haven't been home in days. Crashing with friends. Well, Dread, it's more like the sodium in the butter. Like, you can have sparing amounts. Actually, unsalted, unbuttered popcorn is an excellent treat for people with kidney issues because it's very filling without being detrimental. The problem is, it's that warm, gooey, salty butter that makes popcorn so good. So, you know. Oh, tiger's blood, man. Okay, I can't like. Okay, I know everyone likes tiger's blood. I always got rainbow because like as a kid, I was like, all right, I don't really get to go here a whole lot. So if I get rainbow, that's the most amount of flavors at once. Yeah, that's being efficient. Yeah, and you know, now that I'm an adult, I can just go get it and go get whatever I want to. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I might go get a Hobo Joe after this, Nick. Ah, Brandon, that's fair, man. Can you have, like, meat popcorn? That okay, that sounds awful. That sounds like, I don't know, pork rinds or something. You know, Chris, I would loot the white boxes. I just don't really need anything out of them. Yeah, we're all dorks here. I mean, come on. Playing a space game, complaining about children at a Transformers movie. So... Okay, you know what? That is fair. That's fair. Okay, you got me there. You got me there. That's fair, Brandon. I'm sorry, hold up. With a turret? Like a pew pew shooty shoot turret? Ah, apples. Now, never mind, that is true. Like, listen. You can have the sweetest and saintliest child. Just the most perfect little child you would suspect of being evil because of how creepily well behaved it is. And every now and then it will be a jerk, and sometimes they don't even know why. Like, it's just, I mean, adults do that too, you know? Like...
Torpedo burrito.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Coyote. Thanks. That's my icy for the night right there. I don't know, that might be a Hobo Joe. I'll have to see what time they close, but yeah, like, you know, that's the thing. Like, you know, you can have the most perfect, well-behaved kid, and every now and then they will do something absolutely jerkish. And like, when you're like, yo, buddy, what the heck, man? Why'd you do that? They won't even know. They'll say, I don't know. And that'll be the truth. And I'm just talking about the good kids. Like, there are some kids that are just feral, you know? Like, you guys remember those, like, mean kids from A Christmas Story? Like that, you know? Like that. Ah, tractor beam. Okay. I'll say, man, if you got like a whole turret on your prospector, that's pretty cool. All right, let's go searching for. Nick.
Torpedo burrito.
Heck yeah, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you, man. I will. You know, they're still super cheap, too. Like, literally, I think it's like $3 for the largest size, which, I mean, it's, you know, it's ice and the syrup. But, yeah, they're still just weirdly cheap. Sorry, I gotta find my... Tell me it's right below me. Nice, Ken.
Torpedo burrito.
Nice, man. June 15th, right? That should be next week. All right, I'm gonna have to go third person so I can actually see this. Not there, not there. It's probably opposite. Ah, there it is. Okay. Opposite side. My schnoz was in the way. Oh yeah, and the new Star Wars game, right? Ubisoft? I think it was this way. Yeah, you know, Abduwalk, a long time ago in 3.5.1, you could actually find your way here because the marker was at the spaceport. Then they moved it 13 kilometers off. Who could be calling me? Oh, they already hung up. You know, Brandon, I would love to. Ha! A stuffed burrito. You know, never man. Like, there's a few pets you can't pet, like a crab. I kind of want a crab. I think it'd be fun. And yeah, in Civil, like, Area 18 at night is just, eek, you know. I think I'm headed the right way. Ah, there it is. I've been away for a week, you know, so you start forgetting everything. You know, Coyote, I still gotta work on that. Still gotta work on that. Yeah, like a little stuffed burrito. You know, Abduwalk, they don't. Or if they do, it's probably up in Fayetteville. Which is a far drive from me. Fayetteville is like the cool hippie place that all the college kids go to and they have fun. Like, yeah, man, like Arkansas is so cool. And then you go to the other parts of Arkansas and you're like, oh, so it's just Fayetteville then. That's what Fayetteville is. Like, okay, when I worked at Best Buy, in Texarkana, they had this lady come down from the Fayetteville store because she was going to teach us how things were done in a well-performing store. And I don't think they realized that Texarkana is just a bunch of poor people. And in her week there, we had like 2 Macs stolen, some, I wouldn't say violent robbery, but like blatant get out of my way or you're going to get hurt robbery. And various other things to the point where like she was in tears. And it's like, lady, like, I don't care what kind of store you're from. When you're from a town called Fayette Chill by the locals and you come down here to our house where we gotta have them bars on the outside of the windows to keep people out, like, I'm sorry, like the demographics are not the same. Like, we ain't got that disposable income you got up there. But if we're going to have an Alamo Draft House, most likely it's going to be Fayetteville. Am I going to drive that far to see a movie? No. I'm going to have to hit that button again. Oh, yeah, never mind. Like, that's it. Like, okay. There are parts about Arkansas that I love. You know, I pretty much almost take for granted, you know, the natural beauty and access to, you know, like water and things like that. Like, I can't tell you how many summers I've spent, you know, canoeing up and down the rivers, swimming on the lakes, things like that. You like hiking? I suck at it. But, you know, when I do it, tons of hiking trails. Mountain biking? Oh my God. So much mountain biking. I might have a 30K. But the thing that hurts me about Arkansas is sometimes dealing with the people. And it's not even like a... Yep, there it goes. See, that's it. That's it. I suffer a disconnect both with Star Citizen and my state. That's the joke right there. But I noticed something on my way back from DC. Closer I got to Arkansas, the more litter and trash was on the side of the road. It's like everybody's proud to be from Arkansas, but no one wants to take care of Arkansas, if that makes sense. And, you know, maybe I'm just putting too much thought into it. Like, my dad was a park ranger. We did the whole cleanup thing every year. You'd be amazed what people throw out. But, I just always notice that. It's like people seem to say they love Arkansas, but they don't do anything for it. I just always had that weird disconnect with that. James, good to see you. And it looks like I'm gonna have to restart Star Citizen. Yep. Yep. Update. We don't need an update. Oh no, never. Oh, okay. We've got tons of mountains in Arkansas. We actually have. You start going north, you get the tail end of the Ozarks, and there's some good terrain up there for mountain biking. Also, just a lot of hills and smaller mountains throughout the state. Like, you've got your flatland and hills as well. Now, if you're looking for actual mountain biking, yeah, you gotta go north for that. But like trails, like good trails, all over the state. You see, Brandon, let's talk about me growing a beard. It doesn't end well. The thing is, I can grow this area and like a little bit of this, but these right here, like these bits on the sides, they don't grow in well. They don't grow in well at all. And every few years, I grow it out just so I can double check and see if it does grow well. And every few years, I get a little disappointed. Like, it's sad. I want to be able to grow it. Raymond, I think they just showed off some more gameplay. I don't think there was like a playable demo. I mean, if there is, let me know. Yeah, you see, Coyote. Oh, really? 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 If I had to drive that far, I'd wait, because there's not really a lot of time in between movies coming out to theater and coming out for streaming or whatever. But, you know, when my closest good theater is 30 minutes, it's a lot more manageable. James, I'll play it. I don't know if I'll, like, you know, live stream it like the moment it comes out. I mean, I might. Or I might not. I mean, it's 125 gigs. And Revenant, we were probably on the same. Dark Matter, good to see you, man. I'm trying to have fun. It's having some issues. I'm probably gonna have to hop to America. Let's see. There we go. Oh, never, man. I love horror. In fact, I think the greatest, like the most horrible thing I've ever experienced as far as like horror goes is, you know, trying to find a decent horror film. I love horror. I do find it hard to find like a decent horror film sometimes. And of course, you know, I love B-movie style horror. Because it's fun, you know? It might not be scary, but it's fun. And I find them usually to be better because there's heart in it. I mean, you know, sometimes the special effects for a heart might not be as good, but it's got heart. And, hey, Gold, good to see you, man. But, yeah, I love horror. And of course, horror comedy. Like the early 2000s British movie Severance, that was great. Happy Death Day to You. Ready or Not was amazing. And, yeah. So, yeah, I like horror. Guitars, that's pretty good. Yeah, Raymond, it's going to be 125 gigabytes for the install for Starfield. Hey, Hey, Stone, not too bad. I was gone for a few days because of my kidney doctor not renewing my blood pressure meds. So I went about 4 or 5 days without having access to those, and those messed me up hardcore, or at least the lack of them, but I'm better now, so excuse you. Are they not gonna... Okay. Oh yeah, guitars. I love Happy Death Day. Happy Death Day was great, and the sequel. I think the sequel was just as good. Oh yeah, see, Bang Pal, like as a kid, I didn't like horror because it did its job. As a small child, I saw the movie Dead Alive through the crack of a door, and it terrified me to the point that whenever I had to stay at my dad's house and we had to sleep in the bunk beds, I voluntarily slept on the top bunk. That way, if the monsters did come, they would eat my stepbrother. And as long as I stayed motionless, they might not, you know, detect me on the top bunk, so they could eat him alive, and I would live. I never told them that, but you know, they just like, oh yeah, that Jack, he sure does like sleeping on the top bunk. Just, you know, that was why. So yeah, I did a job when I was little. Yes, Death. I was ungodly fearful of those Sumatran rat monkeys. Obviously, they didn't exist, but I was like 7. I didn't. Sorry, that was a fast train. I didn't know that. Biker, I think SE installs like 60, 70 gigs, last I checked. But yeah, like... Whew. Wolf, is Tremors horror? Is Tremors considered... I never really thought about it. I guess it is, isn't it? I mean, it's people being hunted by weird creatures. Okay. Okay. Sorry, that just, I mean, Wolf, that's Jurassic Park, you know? Like, oh no, the monsters got out and they're eating people. Like, Jurassic Park isn't considered horror, and it's the same thing, but I mean, I guess you're right. Wow. Sorry, I just never really, I just knew it was a good movie, you know? What am I doing? I have cargo to, you know what? We'll pull it out and then we'll store it again. James, I think you're right. I'm not, that's a lot for a single player game. Whoa, sir, you are naked. Yeah, no, it's no Gremlins. I'll give you Gremlins. Cause like, you know, like with Tremors, they're just creatures, you know. It's just a critter doing what creatures do. Gremlins, they show intelligence. They actively commit malice. You know, they're enjoying it.
Has been delivered to the following location.
Action horror. There we go. There we go.
Thank you for visiting ArcCorp. Stanton's
I mean, Mo, that's fair. That's fair.
Please visit us again. Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
That's fair. That's fair. I'll give you that. All right, we're gonna store that, and then we're gonna go sell the cargo. But yeah, just sorry, that kind of blows my mind a little, you know. You know, Moonraker, it is like, I feel like it started as a horror. I guess as a horror. And then it just kind of went more and more outrageous. Like it kind of pulled like a leprechaun. Probably not even the right comparison. Hey, Julio, good to see you, man. How you doing? You know, like, if you filmed all the parts here in the tramway, when the trams get weird, like where it's like that split second of being somewhere else and coming back on like this dark night here, and then it speeds up, like you could make your own Star Citizen horror movie. You know, Fat, I never saw The Omen. I did see The Grudge, though. I saw the Japanese version. And I didn't see what the big deal was. I haven't seen the American version yet, but, like... the child in The Grudge... I mean, like, you know, if you, like, under the covers, and then you look under the covers and you see a child, I would probably scream, too. Because, oh, God, a child. But it wasn't scary. Like, the kid just looked like... It's like, do you mind? I'm already taking a nap under here. Or like when she's in the restaurant and the little boy's under the table. Like he legit looks like he wants to ask if there's any games on her phone. I mean, like, I guess the weird little sound is creepy, but you know. It just don't really do anything for me. Yeah, you see, Mozart, like, as a kid, I didn't get to see Jurassic Park. I didn't get to see Jurassic Park until I was an adult. I saw Jurassic Park 3 as a kid, which I have been told is, you know, like the worst one. But like, I didn't get to see the full Jurassic Park until I was an adult. And I can see where there would be classic, like, horror parts, especially with the whole Nedry thing.
Beards of antiquity.
Holy sh... Gold? Thank you. Thank you, Gold. Bright, right, Zibble? Golly, I... Jeez. Thank you, man. Thank you. Jeez. I'm gonna have to make like a special thing just for Gold, you know? Thank you, Gold. Thank you, man, so much. I am yeah, breaking stream element. Oh, yeah, Dread. Exactly. Man. Seriously, thank you, Gold. Thank you, man, so much. Ooh. Yeah, Dread, right? Like, refuses to let a name be gray. Absolutely refuses. Thank you, man. Thank you, Gold. Gold, hey, we'll change your name to like Mr. Oppenmember. Close as I can get to with that. Let's see. Well, okay, we could go Oppenmember. But if we did Oppenmember, then we could get that joke in there about membership. Thank you, man. Seriously, thank you so much. And diapers, I did get to see it. I do have my... Okay, so I've got the first Optimus Prime bucket right there. The other one was an AMC exclusive, and none of the AMCs in my state have it. So, oh, I'll never get tired of that. I'm gonna have to order it.
By the beards of antiquity.
ego.
By the beards of antiquity.
Like, I like how Stream Elements does that for each one.
Goes in the bin. We all win. Tram now leaving the station. Stag there.
You see, Mota, like, it was in theaters when I was a kid too. I just didn't get to go. Like, I'm not trying to, you know, to trauma dump or anything. It's just I can't tell you how many movies I wanted to see, and I was always met with, like, you know, not tonight, mommy's had too many beers, and just, you know, missed a lot of movies. But I'm making up for that now. Like, okay, for example, I saw Big Trouble in Little China finally over the weekend, and that was fun. That was a delight. It was a bit different than what I was expecting, and I really wish I could have seen it as a kid. Because that was one of those weird movies that it's like not specifically made for kids, but it feels like a staple kids movie. But that was fun. That was, you know, a treat. Whoa. And Adam, good to see you, man. And Civil, that animation is from a movie called Flight of Dragons. The Green Wizard, Carolinus. He realizes that his spell has messed up. And when he realizes that, he exclaims, "By the beards of antiquity!" And I watched that movie several months ago. And when I saw that part, I laughed so hard that I had to go back and, you know, clip it just to use that. Hey, Michael, good to see you, man.
Welcome.
See, okay, Gold, I haven't got to see Titan. Hey, I've wanted to. That was one of those many, you know, Mommy said too many beer movies. I saw Atlantis. Not Atlantis. What was that called? Not Atlantis. Treasure Planet. I saw Treasure Planet. But I wanted to see Titan AE, and I never got to.
Vehicle selected.
So,
Stand by.
that's on my list.
Your vehicle
And I
has
know
been
that's one of
delivered
those
to the following
Don
location.
Bluth movies, and you know, Don Bluth can only draw two different types of male characters. There's the Dimitri model, and Hey, Ronald. Heck yeah, man.
And welcome to Riker Memorial
Thank you.
Spaceport, servicing the
Thank you, Ronald.
18 metropolitan area. We hope
Thanks,
you have
man. Welcome on in. Yeah, Brandon, of course I do. And Parker, that's what I want to know, man. Like, they've been working on point 1. It feels like almost longer than 319. Yeah, see, Fat, like, I never got to see Golden Child. See, Mota, I wish I could have grown up with a mall. I didn't get to go to a mall, really, until I was old enough to drive. And while they were still popular, they were kind of going out at that point. Not to mention the mall that I was able to go to, the Hot Springs Mall, wasn't really... People got shot there, you know? So, like, there wasn't... It declined earlier than the rest of the other malls. You know, so... Yeah, Brandon, like... I think I found it on VHS. I just have to go fishing for a VCR. I mean, like, I'll just rent it if I have to. But, oh yeah, Gold. I mean, it was, okay. I didn't mind, because I was an idiot teenager. And also, there was an air hockey table. That's what I went for. Like, you know, other people went for shopping or to go to... What's the place? Hot Topic and whatnot. I went to go kick butt at air hockey. Gosh, I kind of miss those days. Obviously there's other reasons for missing those days, like, you know, not having to worry about where my next meal comes from or whatever else like that. Not saying that I'm doing that, I just mean, like, as an adult, you know, like when you're a kid or at least a teenager, you have just enough worries to feel independent, but not enough to wind up on the street. If that makes sense. And I want to clarify that I got meals. I just, you know what I mean. But I just miss going there whenever I could, whenever I had the dollars, and just cleaning shop on any fool who dared walk up to the air hockey table. Like, I used to actually make my dinner that way. There was a guy who worked at a place called Pizza 2000, which is a silly name for a restaurant. Obviously, it came around before the year 2000. It was like the pizza of the future, Pizza 2000. And he used to bet me pizza slices that he could beat me. And I never lost. I always went home with a full belly of pizza.
Thank you. And please visit again.
It was one time. It was one time. And he didn't cry until after the incident. Yeah, I think that's right. That sounds right. Yeah, it was a Don Bluth film. Actually had what was his name? Tone Loc. Was it Tone Loc? You remember when Tone Loc was just trying to get into like every kid's movie? Like he did like the lizard guy in Fern Gully, and he's like the weirdly chill alien who just kind of sits there during the shootout in Titan AE. Like I've seen that clip on YouTube. It's just like he was just getting into whatever kid's movie he could. And he's got a great voice for it. It's just, you hear it and you're like, wait a second. I've seen that guy. He played a lizard. He sang a song. But yeah. Yeah, and Revan, that was before Vine too. That was 06. That was before the first iPhone. Honestly, Lonix, you say that. Like, okay. So Pizza 2000 went out. In its place now is a place called Corn Dog Castle, which is a medieval themed corn dog restaurant. They even have like a little crest that shows like a castle, and like the turrets on the sides are actually like mustard and ketchup bottles, and they have like a suit of armor outside of it. And like it kind of works. Like when they pull the gates down at the end of business, it looks like a oh, what is that thing called? The no-no gate outside of castles that keep people out. I forget what it's called. Someone's gonna have to type it. I forget. It's got the spikes at the bottom and it goes down, and it's like the bars, across. Oh gosh, what is that thing called? I'm gonna feel like an idiot now. That's it. Thank you, Coyote. Portcullis. That's it. Not a no gate. A portcullis. Yeah. Gate looks like a portcullis. And like it's just a weirdly medieval themed corn dog place. Guitars, maybe? Like I think I saw Deep Blue Sea as a kid, but back then I was a kid, so I didn't know actors, so maybe he was. You know what? We're gonna head over here for Barrel again. Why not? Oh, Biker, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's streaming somewhere. Like I'm sure I could rent it on YouTube or whatever, or wherever videos are streamed. Like it's not lack of access to it. I just need to get around to doing it. Wait, Renegade, was that Matt Damon and Drew Barrymore in Titan AE? Also, good to see you, man. Yeah, Raymond, I think I'm gonna recycle no gate for D&D. It's like you approach the castle. The battlements seem unoccupied. Down below, the no gate is still closed. And Revenant, that's good. That's good, man. And Code, good to see you. It's good to be back. I feel a lot better. Hey, Brace. Yeah, guitars, no worries, man. Cole, tell me about Sequit. That sounds familiar, but I can't. I might be mixing that up with something else. Like, I used to. No, hold on. That might have been C-Lab. I might be thinking of something else. Oh yeah, dude. Like I got messed up last week, man. I went way too many days without my blood pressure pills due to a jerkwad doctor, and needless to say, I'm not seeing that doctor anymore. And my GP came through for me, but it was painful. It was needlessly painful. That was the issue. Needlessly painful. Okay. That's not the one that I was thinking of, but that actually sounds interesting. I wonder if my unrealistic fear of underwater in video games would translate over to a show. Because I'm thinking, I haven't really seen a lot of underwater stuff in movies. I'm wondering if I've done that on purpose or what. Yeah, Brandon? Uh-oh, what'd you find for me? Uh-oh, turns out I'm the wrong way. Oh, Brace. Okay, so Brace, let me tell you about my... Okay. So I have this unreasonable fear of water in video games. Like being underwater in video games. In real life, no problem whatsoever. Video games? Like, I had issues with the opening of Metal Gear Solid 1. And I want to blame things like Echo the Dolphin, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, various Sega games for just having creepy water parts. But like, again, real water, no problem. The moment you put a character under the water in a video game for me, bye. Like, I don't want to do it. Which made the submarine missions in Grand Theft Auto 5 really difficult. I have played Subnautica because for me, Subnautica is a horror game. And funny enough, the big guys, what are they called? The Reapers, Krakens, the angry-looking ones who will just tear you apart. They don't scare me. It's the Void. It's the Void that does me in. Yeah, no, Subnautica's great. I'll just read the wiki. I own it. I'll just read the wiki. It's fine. It's fine. Biker, that was probably Echo the Dolphin, because he gets magic powers where he can talk to other sea creatures and whatnot. Actually, and I've brought this up before, but Echo the Dolphin and Mass Effect have the same plot. Parker. That's good. That's good. But yeah, like, okay. Let's put it like this. In both games, every several thousand years divisible by 5, aliens show up to harvest life from planets. And it's up to one lone character to gain the power and allies to take the fight directly to the aliens themselves, sometimes even aboard their own ship, to stop them from carrying out their quest of harvesting all life. Exact same plot. That is both Echo the Dolphin and Mass Effect. Obviously, Echo the Dolphin does not have the same romance options because you're a dolphin. It does feature time travel though. That's a thing. Brace a little bit. I mean, we can bring it up again. You know, it's not like once we mention something, we're never gonna bring it up again. And we've got time since we're waiting for a landing pad to load. You ever fly somewhere so fast that you get there before the place does? That's Star Citizen, baby. Biker, which one? Gold. You know, I've got this plan to start going to restaurants and say that I'm waiting on a date, and just eat like the appetite, like the chips or whatever, and just spend some time on my phone, and after an hour and a half pretend to be really depressed and see if I can just get the chips for free. Hey, Dash. And no, Bruce, I did not. Tell me more about it if you want to. Yeah, see, Renegade, I didn't get to watch the showcase itself. Like, I saw the news articles afterwards, but it sounded like a really good showcase. And yeah, Brace, like, from what I know about it, like, it sounds enjoyable. Like, I'm very cautious about Bethesda games because, you know, Bethesda, but I'm still gonna play it. Like, at the end of the day, I'm still gonna play it. Odds are I'm going to enjoy it. Like, now, is it a Star Citizen competitor? No, they're different games. They just happen to both take place in space, you know. They both have spaceships, they both have space stuff. But they're different. They just happen to be, you know, space themed. And I'm glad we're getting more space games. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, but like 10 years ago, there was nothing for space games, you know? Like, you had to deal with stuff like, what was that game on 360? Anyway, there wasn't a lot, you know? And since like 2012, 2013, we've had a wealth of space-based games come and go. I mean, shoot, some of those games haven't come out yet. Looking at this one over here. But it's been nice, you know, that we've got variety. You know, variety is the spice of life. And I can't handle spice, but I still enjoy it. Hey, Brycey. Good to see you, man. Yeah, you see, Renegade? Okay, if I'm going to do a Starfield stream, I got to buy a new hard drive. Because I'm running out. And Starfield is 125 gigs. Like, they have announced the size of it. It is huge. It is absolutely massive. And I ain't got that kind of hard drive space right now. So I will most likely have to order a new hard drive come its release date. So like, if you guys see a good deal on like a you know, M.2 or, you know, SSD, let me know. And Stone, that's a fair cut too. Like, I put a bunch of, like, okay, one, if you guys ever like find me on Steam, don't buy anything on my wish list as a surprise gift, because half the stuff on my wish list is there just so I can keep tabs on it until it goes on sale, or just watching its development. Oh, Rycops, top 5 commodities to trade right now. Okay. I'm not gonna count gold. Gold is great, but you're never realistically gonna grab enough to make, you know, make it worthwhile. So I would go in order of decency. Probably barrel, diamond, maybe medical supplies if you're unloading less than 500 SCU. Titanium's doing really well. I guess Laranite. I need to go actually pay attention to Laranite, see if you can actually pick up more these days. Like, people are still going for the Laranite rush. But, yeah, I would say around those 5, probably.
Engines online. Launch complete.
Yeah, Bruce, like, it was a big drought then. Honestly, Dread, I'm okay with that. I think they saw that space people are willing to wait for games if it means it's going to be smoother, especially after Fallout 76. I never played it, but Fallout 76 gave me a lot of pause for Bethesda stuff. I mean, I'm gonna get Starfield, let's be honest, but this way I'm a little bit more hopeful. Yeah, CN Civil, that's what I'm thinking about. Like, okay, right now, I've got a 1 terabyte M.2, a 2 terabyte SSD that I picked up forever ago, and then a 1 terabyte spinny disk. So, I would like to condense down some of my hard drives, but I actually eventually, and it's not like a, you know, it's not a need, but eventually I think I'm gonna have to both upgrade cases and my my processor cooler, because even after blowing that thing out, getting all the dust out, because I like to keep up on that, thing sounds like a jet turbine going off. It is super loud, and my case is not physically large enough for a larger one, so like, I love my case to death, but my case is from 2012, so it's just advancements have been made. Oh, Gaz, I'm sorry, man. Believe me, the hangars are scary enough. Oh yeah, Dread, like... Really, Rye? Titanium's been hard to find? Surprised they'd be wiping out titanium. But yeah, I would definitely go barrel, man. Like, off ETA? Price is a little bit higher right now just because everyone's trucking it, but it's worth it. Yeah, Parker, well, the thing is, like, the case... It's an all-metal case. It's the Corsair C70 Vengeance. It's the one that Corsair built out to look like an ammo can. And the thing is, like, it gets plenty of flow. And my temperatures stay decent. Like, it's not like it's cooking. But the fans for my processor, like, for the you know, water unit, the ones that are blowing on the radiator, are just 100% all the time. And like, I've edited the fan curves and everything else, and it's not giving me what I want out of that. My plan was to just go for the biggest, fattest, thickest cooler that I could get, because, you know, that's how heat works. The more surface area there is, the harder it is to keep it warm. And that way I've got physics doing part of the work for me. But this thing can only fit a 240 millimeter cooler. I physically cannot fit anything larger. Unless I just bolted it to the side, you know, haphazard style, which, don't get me wrong, is kind of tempting. But would be a pain for, you know, actual maintenance. Gold, if you don't mind, send me a copy pasta link on that NR200. I want to take a look. Like, this is something that is like long in the works. Like, you know, I'm not going to be doing this for a long time, but I am keeping up on all the cases so I can, you know, make an informed decision. See, Max, like, Diamond is really good too. I don't know if I put Diamond on that list. If I didn't, Diamond should probably replace medical supplies. Nice, right, cops. That's nice, man. Like, I know you didn't really make your money back, but, you know, someone else got to have it, so...
Hello.
Nice, Christian. Nice. That sounds like the Star Citizen experience right there. Uh-oh, it's time to take meds. Guitars, I think I do. You don't have to do that though, man. I can pick one up. I got time. Well, I mean, you know, right, cops, when I say, okay, it's not like a custom loop. It's an all-in-one. I know my competence level, and I will never do custom piping inside my own computer because I know my competence level. I will, however, rock an all-in-one because, you know, it's an all-in-one.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
That, and the last time I ran air cool was on an AMD FX, what was that, 8350? And that cooler was great. That air cooler for that was great. But my room was a furnace. Also, installing that thing was... I bled a lot. I bled a lot. That thing is sharp. I will, Julio. I will. Let me get on the train. I'll take meds. Yeah, Lonix. That's actually what I've got now. It's just... And maybe it's just the fans attached to it, you know? Like, I feel like I need a bigger one. You know, because the thing is, like, you know, this thing is using less power, technically, than my last processor. But...
Landing
it's still...
Have a pleasant stay.
Still chunky, you know? Come on. Come on. Let me... There we go. See, Gold, okay. Here's my thing. I feel like most towers these days, most PC cases, go towards the aesthetic of, like, white, black with RGB. Which is cool. You know, it's fine. I want a more retro styling. Or something like, okay, I don't have to be stylish. But I want something that can be ugly. Brown. You know, that noctua styling. Which is one of the reasons I bought this case. Because I got the green Corsair C70. And, you know, noctua fans and stuff like that go great with it. Like, if you're going for a style. And just, then we got that whole, you know, the white black glass RGB thing. Maybe I should just do that anyway. Just noctua it up and something like that. Make an e-boy cry. Well, Gold, I'll take a look. You know, just because I wanna look. Yeah, that is true. I could just paint stuff, couldn't I? Rycops, I would rock that in a heartbeat.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
I would rock a beige, or like the smoker, like the smoker Super Nintendo. Like, you know, like every Super Nintendo developed that weird, like, discoloration, something like that. Yeah. Ooh, death. Possibly. You getting rid of a few thrustmasters? Yeah, Max. Like I'd rock a gateway. Let's do it. Let's find a case, gateway it up, make the super cow. You know, just make a heifer. Wanna do that. And okay, hold on. Where's my water? Sorry. I'm gonna use my cup from earlier. You know, I kind of like that idea with wood paneling. Yeah, sure thing, guitars. Appreciate it, man. No rush on it. Ooh. Good thing I got more pills coming tomorrow. Sorry, I'm pouring all my pills out. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. All right. 4 of these.
Security reserves the right to search travelers at any time. Step away from the platform.
Lonix, that's not a bad idea, swapping the fan to the Noctua ones. I might actually try that. Yeah, I might try that. I forget. I want to say I've got a Corsair cooler in there right now. I forget which exact model. Yeah, biker. I was on my way back home today. And I stopped through McDonald's to get some water. Because, you know. These days I can't go more than like 30 minutes without sucking down some water. Hey, Night Owl. Uh-oh, hold on. My headset has just died. 1 second. There we go. I mean, you know, it's tap water, so yes. You know, it's you know, they always do the thing where it's like, oh well, we've got Dasani. And it's like, no, I'll pay for a full drink. I don't need a whole bottle. Just give me a cup of water. Like I'll pay for it. Oh, there may have also been a McFlurry. Oh yeah, biker. It's actually really hard. They will fight you. In fact, my local McDonald's, close to my house, you cannot get water from the soda machine. You have to go to the front, like, you know, where you buy a burger, and ask for water. Because there is no way for you to get water from the soda machine. Now, the one closer to the highway, they have water, what you can access on the inside. But yeah, McDonald's does not like giving you water, which is one of the reasons I like to go there and ask for water, because they get super complicated about it. They do not want to give it up. Oh, yeah, no, Moonrake, that's the thing, dude. Like, I drink so much water. And the thing is, like, I have to also. Because, one, these guys right here are diuretics. So, you know, they've got me going to the bathroom all the time. Like, I'm pretty sure most of the weight on me is water weight. And yet, every time I get blood work done, I'm told I'm dehydrated. Despite that I'm drinking water all the time. All the time. Constantly. Which is annoying. Yeah, Brace, have a good one, man. And Biker, I want to live in that place. I probably wouldn't live there for long, but I want to live in that place. We see in Revenant, I live down in the south, and, you know, my water might not be super clean. But, you know, it's probably the best thing I've put inside me. Oh, Leo. Thank you, man. Yeah, see, Rycops, that might be my issue too. Maybe I need to sneak in, like, you know, the occasional Gatorade or something. Because, like, it is just water, 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 water for me. And usually very little of anything else. Brandon, if you use Discord, you can send it to me on Discord. Or if you just want to email me, you can do that too. There's I don't know where my business email is listed. Yeah, see, Coyote. Like oof, yeah, no, like I was at a place that tried to give me this like little bitty cup of water. It's like, no, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna need a whole glass. Otherwise, you're just gonna have to keep those coming. Like, you will fill this thing up 40 times by the time I'm done. So, just to save yourself time, why don't you put the adult drink, the water, in an adult glass? Yeah, Brandon, if you want to, it's I think it should just be Jack Axton. If it's not, it'll be Jack space Axton 4821. And there's also a link for the stream Discord in the video description if you want to use that too. And of course, you know, I'm in there so you can track me down from there. But if you don't want to be in it, I understand. No pressure. Because believe me, I get the Discord fatigue where it's like, oh, well, join our Discord, and you're like, oh God, I'm already in so many. And you know, believe me, I get that too. But if you want to do email, it's just jackaxton.business@gmail.com. See, in Revenant, I agree that water should be a right, because, you know, I'm one of those fools that drink water. And, like, you know, around here, 9 times out of 10, you can get it for free. It's just, you're into some places that are very persnickety, and for whatever reason, McDonald's is super reticent about admitting how to get water from them. It's like, oh no, why don't you have a Coke product, please? We've got Sprite, we've got the fancy McDonald's Sprite. You don't want that nauseous water. That's the stuff they put in toilets. See, Cowdy, that is also true. Arkansas, usually you can rehydrate just by breathing because of how humid it is. But yeah. Oh, thanks, man. I'll take a look once I wrap up, which, let's see. I might get 1 or 2 more runs in. I got a late start on my way back today. That's right, Renegade. Because Brondo's got electrolytes. Yeah, exactly. Like what Coyote says. Down here, you breathe water. Humidity is just always super high. Like, honestly, like, you have to develop the Innsmouth look just to survive down here. Because of how humid it is. Like, you have to separate the oxygen from the water. Can I use my... There we go. Do I have anything on the ship? I have... What in the world is... I don't know what that is. Huh, weird. Oh well. Oh, thanks, man. Believe me, I do appreciate it. Biker, which one are we talking about? Which U.S. office? Not sure I'm following. Raven. Yeah, right, cops. Like, oof. You know, Austin is slightly closer to the desert, and I lived there for a little while. And summer always felt a little bit more tolerable than Arkansas. But also at the same time, I could, you know, instantly get water whenever I wanted to. Oh, Julio. I'm a C2 guy myself. But, you know, I prefer more cargo. I don't really think the chin turret is worth it on the M2. I mean, I could be wrong. I just feel like it could be, you know, could be better utilized. I feel like the M2 just kind of got made when it could have been, you know, really developed more. Yeah, Stone, have a good one, man. Brandon, I might take you up on that. And Biker, like, I've seen it. Like, it's fun, but I've never actually watched it all the way through. Like, sometimes it would just be on at, like, a friend's house when I was coming over. Doing that with a lot of shows, like Parks and Rec, Brooklyn, trying to think of what else, but yeah, just various shows like that. I'm very slow to pick up new shows. And Revenant, that sounds about right. Although usually we don't get them down here. We'll get the after effects of a hurricane, but Arkansas is usually a bit too wet for forest fires. I mean, obviously don't go running around trying to disprove me on that, but it's very humid here. Apple. All right, you know what? That's pretty good. That's a good one. Yeah, Brandon. Good luck. Hopefully it was a routine procedure, or a boring one at least. Yeah, man. Have a good one. I'll catch you around. What is that? Yeah, I feel like the M2 could have had a bit more going for it. Like, the A2 was developed with a lot of effort and work in mind, and the C2 the same. But then, like, the M2, they just kind of shoved in there and didn't really do a lot with it. Ah, producer, that is that. Oof, you know, I ask myself that question every single day, man. Okay, I'm gonna put it like this: it's worth it just to get the base package, or maybe the next level up base package. I would say it's worthwhile then. However, don't do what I do or have done and just throw money at it, which, okay, to be fair, I threw money at it back before it was really playable and when it was coming out in 2016. But it's one of those games that once you get into it, if it grabs you, it's really easy to feel the call to spend more money. don't. Any spaceship you see in the game, you can grab with in-game dollars. You will be tempted to spend more money. Don't. I mean, or do. I'm not a cop. But it is fun. Now, I will say, hold on, I'm gonna turn that off so I can look at the camera and still see where I'm going. It is still in development, and sometimes it likes to hide behind the alpha shielding when it's convenient. So you will run into bugs. There will be issues. Sometimes you might fall through a planet and lose everything you have on your ship. Sometimes you will just run into issues that you cannot avoid, and your player agency is taken away from you. But as long as you can deal with some of that, I mean, you've got a computer, right? You've played PC games. A bunch of them are like that these days. I would say at the very least, the sub $100 ship market is worthwhile. Just don't go off spending thousands of dollars on internet spaceships. Also, Randir, good to see you, man. Hey, Phaedrus. Good to see you, man. I'm glad I've been, I'm not, sorry. I'm glad I'm back. I'm sorry that I was away for so long.
Landing gear down.
Yeah, there you go, Gold. Yeah, because that's the thing. All right, you see a cool ship. All right, I'm flying this thing right now. All right, it's chunky. It's big. It's like what, 70 meters or so. Guess what? I'm on it all by my lonesome. No crew, no escorts, no turret gunners. Begging to be pirated. Still, like, you know, believe me, you can always find your way onto a large ship. Whether by piracy or by just working on one, you can find yourself onto a ship.
Landing complete. Engines offline.
I mean, okay, so E1, it can be relaxing. What are you looking to do? Because mining can be relaxing. Trucking, what I do, can be relaxing. Right up until someone shoots you, then it gets fun. But, hey! Thanks, man. Thank you, dude. Seriously, thank you. Heck yes, that's my second icy for the night. I say that, I'm probably up to like 20 ices for the night, but, you know what I mean. Honestly, yeah, okay, so listen, learning how to fly is probably going to be the thing that takes the longest. The basics are easy. Getting good with the basics can be a bit difficult. Now exploration, okay, all right. So right now, because development alpha, there's only one solar system. There's more coming eventually. Oh, dude. Thank you, man. You don't have to do that. Thank you, man. Shoot, that's a burger right there. Thank you, man. But like, okay, so what you see right here, right now, this is the star map of where all you can go. And sorry, I'm boiling down there, but I'll survive for a little bit. So there's 4 planets right now, like 4 planet-sized planets. 2 of those are not explorable because one is a gas giant. It's basically just discount Bespin. There's a landing platform with a little city, yada yada yada. ArtCorp is also a discount. What do you call that thing? Coruscant? I'm gonna go Coruscant. The whole planet is a city. You can land on top of the buildings, everything else. Oh, shit. Thank you, man. Thank you. You know, It actually might be a quesadilla. I hadn't had a quesadilla in a long time. It's probably been a solid week. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, E1. But like the two planets that you can't explore like fully, one is Microtech, which is basically Discount Canada, or Space Canada, and one is Hurston, which is just ecologically destroyed. Now, I will say, as far as like land mass, the area mass of Hurston is about the same size as real life United States of America. And you can land anywhere you want to. Any mountain, any crevice, any whatever. Also, don't judge what I'm wearing. I do the hobo thing where I just put on stuff I find in boxes. You can dress better than I do. I don't. Now, the thing is, you can explore all those. You can also explore all the moons of those planets. So there's probably about 12, 13 moons in the game. Like Crusader has 3, ArcCorp has 2, Hurston has 4, Microtech has 3, and they're all varied. You've also got space stations. You've got Grim Hex, which is like an abandoned pirate base. That's where you get all your, you know, your piratey things. You also got various stations where you can stop for fuel and do some light shopping, things like that. So as far as exploration goes, I wouldn't compare it to Elite Dangerous, where you're going off to star systems that no one's ever been to. But as far as like getting out of your ship and just walking around and taking in the view and finding cool things like that, yeah, you can do that no problem. There's also caves. I'm not a cave person because I bought a space game and I'm not looking for caves in a space game, but you can go exploring caves, and someone left their sorry, these little lights you can actually use to light your way in caves. That way you can know which way you're going. Or you can just use it to mark friendlies too. But there is a lot of like on foot exploration, you know, obviously EVA in space, float around, you know, do a what do you call that? Do some, you know, Ziggy Stardust. And the screen is not working. But if you're looking for like ship exploration, you know, like if you're just trying to do like some Star Trek, you're probably gonna have to wait till the game comes out or we get a few more systems, which could take a moment. Holy crap, there's actually some Laranite here. Not a lot, but you know, I'll take it. Now if you're looking for trucking, it's still not in a good place, but it's in a better place, and it's hopefully going to get better very soon. And that's very laid back. That's pretty much what I do with most of my time, is space trucking. Mining is also fun. And you can rent a mining ship and just, you know, go at it. Hey, Waz, good to see you, man. Like, okay, so the thing I'm flying in right now is the Caterpillar. It is the second largest ship available right now as far as cargo capacity for hauling. I could be flying the other one, but I like the Caterpillar because it's by Drake, and Drake is my favorite game manufacturer. Yeah. And, you know, the ships are fully explorable too. So, like, you got a gun rack right here for your actual FPS weapons. Not that I ever use it. Come on. This is your, you know, your area where you sit down and have meals. You don't have to worry about that for now, but, this is the start of my cargo hold. As you can see, it is packed to the brim, so I can't actually get in here until I go sell this cargo. Because the cargo is physicalized. Like, if I get pulled over in space by pirates, and they actually bring my ship to a stop, they can use tractor beams and physically move the cargo from my ship to theirs. Which is a very real thing these days. And, it doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen. Oh, yeah. I mean, like, you can, like, I'm a mouse and keyboard guy, but you can use, you know, like a gamepad. You can use, like, an Xbox controller. You can use like dual flight sticks. A lot of people love those. Oh yeah, and so yeah, in theory. Now, you know, I've seen it. I've benefited from it. You know, I've stolen a few abandoned cargo loads myself. But yeah, man, like if you want that full on like space cadet feel, like tons of like flight sticks out there that cater to stuff like that. Verpal, VKB, either one of those companies, call me. But yeah, I mean, if you don't want to go mouse and keyboard, you don't have to go mouse and keyboard. Like I'm waiting for the person who starts flying with a DDR mat. I'd do that. Oh yeah, Death, dual flight sticks. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you. And also, like, if you wait around a bit, every couple of months too, they'll have a free fly where you can try out the game for free without spending anything. And if you do buy the game and it turns out you hate it and it sucks, you can get your money back too. I think it's either 14 days or 30 days. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, you can request a refund. It might take them a minute to respond sometimes, because if you do it during like a big event, customer service gets swamped because they get a bunch of questions like, hey, how does this work? What am I doing wrong? Why can't I log in? How do I mine for fish? Stuff like that. Oh, yeah. And Revenant. Oh, yeah. Ooh, you know, Phaedrus, that's not a bad idea. I'd fly with a power glove. I would do that. I gotta develop a gimmick, Phaedrus. That's what it is. Like, either like a super huge fake mustache or like a... playing games with a power glove. Yeah, that's it. See, Death, like, if I did the whole DDR pad thing, I feel like I'd have to get the whole machine that has, like, both pads, like, for player 1 and 2. But I kind of want to do that. If I had the money, I would get a DDR machine and actually hook it up and fly with that. Yeah, Apple, but that's not, like, listen, I can't pull my guts out on stream. I mean, I could, but I would only be able to do it once. That's not a... That'd be very traumatizing. Like, you know, like you can't tune and just like, oh yeah, look at that guy with his borked kidneys. Tell you what, once I get really bad, I'll stream while on dialysis and I'll just have the dialysis machine running, and like if you pay $1, you can interrupt it. And I'll be like, oh god, no, my blood. I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to die. That sounds painful. I'll probably be very depressed and bitter once I hit that. But right now, I, you know, yeah. I guess I am the kidney guy. Oh, okay, so Biker, DDR, Dance Revolution, has like the arrows and you have to like jump on them at the right time, you know, so you gotta, I mean, I don't know if you call it dancing, but it takes work. It's a lot of work. And it's fun. Yeah, Moonraker, I know. I went to the whole seminar that, you know, told me about the whole process. Although, there's this new dialysis machine that you do at home. Basically, like, you have, like, a little plug thing in your stomach. And, like, when you go to sleep at night, you just plug yourself in. And you just do dialysis while you sleep. And you just do it every night. And that lets you actually have more of, like, a normal diet and stuff. So you can, you know, drink more water and not have to gremlin rules it and eat things. Because you're just literally doing dialysis daily. But, yeah, that's a new one. Oh, the Fit controller. I forgot about that one. I forgot all about that.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
You see, E1, one of the issues with this game, and it's been an issue for a long time, we're flying into a spaceport right now. And you can't really tell because it's so dark. You'd think it would be lit up. Exactly, Apple. Exactly. Also, if you haven't caught on, I am mildly... Is sick the right word? I guess we'll go sick. I got some kidney issues. You know, Max, there might still be a Rock Band guitar around here somewhere. I miss playing Rock Band. You guys remember Rock Band? I would stream Rock Band if it wasn't like 50 different copyright lawsuits. But I don't think you guys want to hear me sing, you know, any more than I already do. Oh, thank you, guitars. I'll take a look-see here in a little bit. Wait, sorry, hold on, Apple. I saw like a teaser. I saw a teaser. Was there a new trailer that came out? Because, I know I'm going to be doing after stream, if so. Yeah, Julio, have a good night, man. I'll catch you around. Oh, a full trailer. Oh, man. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Yeah, Parker, I've noticed that. Like, it's like they can't have any lights on because they're afraid they're going to be bombed by the Van Duels, so it's all lights out at night. Yeah, E1, thanks for coming by, man. Sleep well. Yeah, there you go, Apple. It's like $20 and you don't have to listen to me butcher Queen. There's a little bar up in Little Rock that does karaoke. And I've really been thinking about going on a karaoke night one night and just hammering some Billy Joel, you know? Moonraker, that's the stomach one, right? The one that you do nightly? Sorry, it's been... What up, Moon Man? It's been a long time since I was at the little crash course for kidney kids.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Yeah, Biker, you want to see me drunkenly on stage singing some Billy Joel? Ooh, Parker, let me think. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. I know I made a few. But the problem is I don't write them down, so they just kind of, you know, get lost to the ether. Oh, Biker, I don't know about that. My tubby butt up on stage. Just hitting everything but the right notes. Singing some Piano Man. Yeah, actually that sounds kind of fun.
Person security reserves the right to search travelers at any time.
I'm trying to remember if I had anything.
Now arriving. Stand by and let passengers disembark before boarding. Train is approaching.
I know I made a ton this week at least. I can't remember anything off the top of my head. Oh, there was a thing that I found out though.
Do not block doors.
Gee, the first song that I would do would be Piano Man. And I would slaughter it. And not in a good way,
Central Station.
but I would slaughter it. But So, all right. So Little Rock, you know, city north of me. Little Rock has a trolley, you know, little tram, like, you know, little train thing for Mr. Rogers. And they're hiring for trolley drivers. And guess what? You no longer need a CDL to be a trolley driver. And hardcore thinking about applying for that. Hardcore thinking about applying for that.
Now arriving, Central Station.
Like, do I put on there how many hours in Microsoft Train Simulator and Derail Valley that I've logged? I don't know. But, you know, it's, I think it'd be fun. But, I just was riding the trolley and they were telling me they were hiring, and it's like, oh, are you now? Well. Yeah, G, you think I should do that for the lols? And it's like, oh yeah, what are your qualifications? And it's like, sir, I've got every license in Derail Valley. Let me tell you all the missions I've accomplished in Microsoft Train Simulator. And I've played and completed one mission in RailSim. See, exactly, Phaedrus. Like, that'd be fun, you know? And, like, you know, it goes right through the heart of downtown. Like, it's in Little Rock and North Little Rock, and it crosses the bridge back and forth. Right where the submarine is, so, like, you know, I could make jokes. Ah, you know what? That's one. I was on the trolley, and, like, the guy driving the trolley, you know, they'll say things, like, around, like, the surrounding area. And, like, I'm on the trolley, and he's like, oh, the Arkansas River runs for 1,500 miles. And I was like, that's a lot further than I can run. And if I was a trolley operator, I would make that joke every single day. Shoot, I'd probably make it every hour, you know? Just, you know, talking about this and that, and it's like, oh, the Arkansas River runs for over 1,500 miles, which is much further than I can run. Give a little, you know, drum sound. Just stuff like that. Just making dumb jokes, you know? Also, the trolley has this very fun button that the operator can hit that makes all the lights red. So you can just pull up to a light and make all the lights red so you can just go through it. Yeah, there we go. The Jolly Trolley. I like that. Give me a bucket of Jolly Ranchers. Just have it right there so people get on. And it's free. Like, you ain't got to pay anything to ride the trolley. It's just free, which is nice. You know, Phaedrus, probably. Very, very much probably. Like, we were on the trolley, and, the thing is, okay, so the way the trolley works, you basically have a loop, a long bit where it crosses the bridge, and then another loop. Well, the thing is, there's two trolleys that run. And each one has to wait for the other one to cross the bridge before it can proceed, because they can't meet on the bridge. And, like, while we were waiting for the other trolley to cross the bridge, a lady, like, stopped, like, at a restroom, was like, hey, guys, just, you know, don't do anything. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. So we're just, you know, sitting on the trolley, unsupervised. And, thinking, now's my chance. Now I can drive the trolley. It's like, I've done this in so many train sims. Like, that's the reverser, that's the throttle. I know how to work that brake. Let's do it. But I didn't. That'd be... Who steals a trolley, you know? Negative biker. Little Rock. Little Rock has a single trolley line that operates between Little Rock and North Little Rock. Crosses over the Arkansas River.
Now arriving, Tisa Spaceport.
Yeah, exactly, Phaedrus. Also, you can rent a trolley for parties. Like, that's what I want to do one day, like, for my birthday. I want to rent a trolley. Like, you pay money for so many hours You can have alcohol and what else on the train, so like, or trolley. So you could just, like, you know, have a birthday party, drink it up on the trolley, you know? Yeah, exactly, Gold. Exactly. Like, I'm not gonna commit grand theft trolley. Yes, G, yeah, like a tram. Like a tram. It's, you know, the single car has the seats on the inside and you can see the guy driving. That thing. Hey, Emmanuel. Oh, man, dude, if I could do it daily. Okay. If I could do it daily, I would. I mean, technically I could, but I would be spending... It'd more have to be like a radio show, you know.
Vehicle selected.
I wish I could do... I used to do it weekly back when I could keep up with it, but that's been very hard. I might try to do it monthly. Maybe weekly. That really depends. But really, it just depends on free time. Although something tells me I probably won't get that trolley job anyway. Yeah, thank you, Emmanuel. I want to make more. I used to make a lot more. Because, you know, like, trade in the game is hard to keep up with. They don't really give you a lot of tools. Well, Parker, sadly, they don't give you a conductor-style uniform. You basically get, like, a polo and I think some slacks. I mean, it's in the air conditioning, which is nice. See, Coyote, maybe that's it. Maybe for Halloween I could go as Dolly and I could have the Dolly trolley. But only if I'm working 9 to 5. Otherwise, it's, you know, it's weird. Wait, Apple, hiring a what now? Yeah, guitars, like, that's the thing. Like, you know, if it's on tracks. It's on tracks. It's not like they're never gonna know where I'm going, you know, like, it makes a loop. You know, man, I would love to work a radio show. There's actually a there's like a this might not be the right term, but there's like a podcast convention coming up in Little Rock. I might go to that. See if do podcasts hire? Is that a thing? Is there money involved with those? I don't. It's a very alien world to me. But I'm gonna go. You know, like, hey, what's up? I'm sorry. Hello and salutations. I am available for hire if you have money. Or shoot, a cheese sandwich, you know, like.
You are clear to launch.
Yeah, sea guitars, that'd be nice. Maybe they'll be sponsored people. Ah, gotcha, Apple. Yeah, see, I had no idea about that. My medical knowledge is shoddy at best. Oh yeah, and civil. You know, I'm behind a microphone now. Just you know, I basically live on the generosity of viewers like you. Thank you. Oh God, I'm a PBS show.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Use it again.
This stream brought to you in part by viewers like you. Thank you. There we go. There we go. That's what I always heard while watching Wishbone. You know, Matt, no. Usually they just say historical things, or sometimes, if they're in a mood, they don't say anything at all. Yeah, gee, that'd be fun. I mean, you know, that's a lot of tomato stuff, too, you know? I gotta check in with him. Been a minute since I've talked to him. I like Old Tomato. Yeah, Apple. Like I feel like doing a podcast is kind of the equivalent these days of almost having like your own band. Like, you know, you're trying to get out there, but you know, someone's gonna go pick up the kids, or someone else has to work late, and you finally get a gig, and then things get canceled at the last moment. You know, I'm not equalizing the same. I'm just saying it kind of feels like a comparable thing, you know. Oh yeah, Rock, dude. I miss Wishbone, dude. Wishbone, you know, did that thing where it just introduced so many books that I ended up reading. Made me a huge fan of Don Quixote. Man. Oh, Don Quixote. That was a very depressing book at the end. Yeah, Raymond. Yeah. You keep putting them on the shelf, holding off. Suddenly realizing that you never got to realize them in the first place. Gee. You know, Apple, I need to finish a merch shop, huh?
Torpedo burrito.
Wait, hold on, Coyote, is that Drakeathon or Drakeathong? Because I mean, either way we can get something made. Thank you, man. You know, Parker, I hear that thongs offer very little support, but maybe that's the point.
Drive is now off.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. Thank you, Coyote. Yeah, Biker, have a good night, man. Have a good night. Ooh, a Corsair. Major Gary. Looks like he's coming in for a landing. That's right. Feels like I'm flying nothing at all.
Landing gear down.
You know, Moonraker, first I'll have to get the hot tub. We'll have different donation levels, like $20 and the shirt stays on. All right. That's right, Parker. Free stuff? That's gonna be within... hold on, let's see. 167 meters that way. You know what? We might actually go check that out. Okay, it's by that building. Because one, that'll give the Corsair due time to leave. Yeah, Matt, you're probably right. You're probably right. Oh yeah, swimsuit changes. I forgot. I keep forgetting that's a thing. Yeah, Parker, it might be. But I kind of want to see what this Corsair is up to, because if they're just, you know, going mining, then... But... Huh. Well, that's, Huh. Gee, that's the ship that I'm flying. I wonder. Ah, it's not real. Hmm. didn't see that off to the side on my way in. I mean, I could. Okay, hold on. That was off. That was right about here. 167. I don't know what you are. Ah, there it is. Nothing. Really? Oh, come on. Boo. Also, can't help notice the lack of Corsair landing. Don't like that. Yeah, guitars, that I agree with. I feel like all landing pads should be self-cleaning. Like, 5-10 minutes most. That cutter's not open, is it? It's not open. I don't like the lack of this Corsair landing. I feel like this Corsair is waiting for a target. Yeah, he's not talking in chat. We're gonna risk it. We're gonna risk it. We're gonna risk it for the biscuits. Ooh, free. Hey. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Whoever that is. Thank you so much. That I appreciate that. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate that. It is so helpful. Literally, I could not do this without you guys. So thank you. Seriously, I want you guys to know that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Parker. Yeah, the dead caterpillar is not indicative of what I'm probably about to go through or anything. Yeah. 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 Thank you. Oh, no, Emmanuel, I love talking with, you know, the SC pirates. I don't know if you ever check out anything Mongrel Squad ever does, but I love watching those guys work. One, you learn how, you know, pirates work, so you can learn, you know, what to do or what not to do. And two, it's just fun. Like, it's basically like watching a heist go down, you know? Yeah, it was. That's what I want to see. That and SRVs like running off with people's ships. Yeah, we're gonna risk this. I feel like I can hear it though. I hate coming to Ida. Oh, wait a second. Can I walk sideways faster than I can? No. Okay. Okay. I thought I could. I thought I could. Trying to zoom in while I walk so I can see if like if I can actually spot the Corsair. Oh yeah, just like, you know, when I first landed, I didn't see all the caterpillar debris. But Guitars, you are a braver man than I am, dude. You are a much braver man than I am. I have not willingly bedlogged since like over a year ago. Like, I've done it, I think, twice in an emergency when I needed to go join on someone else and, you know, rescue them or whatnot. But, you are a braver person than I am, man. Yeah, Parker, like, I feel like it just takes up a lot of unneeded, like, physics equations. See, guitars, I mean, it was long before then that I used it last. But, I've done some dumb things with logging out that required a full reset. And, yeah. Interesting. How interesting. What do you guys think? You think we're gonna have to run? Okay, we've got the sun there. The sun's there. I'm thinking, how bad is her L2? Her L2 is that way. So maybe a microtech jump? Her L4 jump? Okay, so we need to go that way. How bad? Okay, maybe not her L5. Maybe a her L3. Sorry, I'm looking for a good angle. I might not get a good angle. That's our angle right there. So I'm pretty sure this guy is waiting for us to take off so he can just shoot us.
Launch complete.
So we got a good angle. We'll see if I'm right. I seem to be wrong. Weird. Really weird. Just hovering awkwardly.
Is now off.
Very awkward. Yeah, Parker, that's exactly what I was going for. Like, I needed a jump that was fairly high that I could take off with really quickly. That wouldn't give me a direct jump to, like, you know, Hurston or anything like that. I didn't shoot. I'm kind of disappointed. So I'll make a quick jump to OM1, take it back down to Lorville, sell, probably wrap up for the day. It could be that too. Yeah, Batty, sure, dude. If you just need some money, man, like, I know the game, like, stole your sandwich, or, you know, stole your dollar, didn't even give you your chocolate bar. I mean, if you want, I can throw some cash at you too, right quick, just so you can, you know, go bounce back if you need, man. Oh yeah, gee, that was probably gold, man. You threw 20 of those out today. And thank you again, gold. Seriously, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate that. Is it okay, like I know this sounds dumb, but I'm kind of sad that I didn't get shot at. I miss those days, you know.
Quantum drive is now off.
But yeah, Banny, I'm probably about to log off, but if you want, I'll just, you know, wire you a... What is 52 kilometers away? That's a ship. Huh. Oh well. Where was I? Anyway, oh, well, Banner, you can just have it, man. Like, what's your in-game name? Yeah, Parker, like, we have been in the dark on trade for so long now. And every now and then, you know, they dust off Tony Z and have him come out and say fun words, but it's just, you know, I want to see some updates. I want to see some new routes, some fresh routes. You know, I will say, with this update, this is the most time I've spent around Lorville. Oh, Parker. Don't remind me. I miss helium so much, man. But yeah, there you go. Okay, yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, I got time on this super slow flight, so, like... Tell you what, Ben, I'm gonna send you a little bit extra, just in case, you know, things happen to you again. But don't worry about paying me back, dude. Like, Star Citizen loves to take your dollar and not give you your chocolate bar. And for the moment in Star Citizen, I got a couple dollars, so this way you can have your dollar back. And like I said, don't worry about paying it back. You ain't got to worry about owing me anything. Star Citizen, on the other hand, tell them they owe you $1. Yeah, exactly, Coyote. It's like I don't need a PowerPoint. I need it in game. Like, I want to see new things in game.
Landing bay.
Landing gear.
Oh yeah, Apple. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. The Roberts giveth, and the Roberts take away. You know, Coyote, that does seem to be a thing that happens. I mean, I'm not going to complain about it. I really don't have anything to buy in game, so. Yeah, man, good luck with it. Hey, Crumpet. Good to see you. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on getting in here.
Warning.
Yeah, Michael, like I didn't get to see the showcase, but I did get to hear about it. And we're gonna go in slow
Safe zone.
because they keep exploding ships. Okay, I'm good. But does sound exciting. I will be playing it. I don't know if I'll be picking it up day one,
Landing complete.
but I will be playing it. Whew. And I think once we sell this, we're probably gonna wrap it up for the day. Because I got a thing or two to do. Nothing super important, but a couple of things. And food. I want to do food too. Might make some rice. That, you know, Apple, that is true. That is true. I'll give you that one. I mean, it's not like you gotta wait for a server or anything. Like, that's always the MMO issue, you know? Oh, day one of brand new MMO. Oh, no one can log in because the servers are being massacred. What I don't get is every time an MMO comes out, that happens. That is exactly what happens. And it's like no MMO's ever got ahead of that issue. I mean, granted, maybe you can't. Maybe there's just a thing where it's like we can't actually see what we need to do until it's actually being hammered, but It's just, I don't know, it seems to always happen. Phaedrus, I'll probably be playing that too. I haven't seen a thing on it yet. All I've seen is a picture. But it's from the same guys doing Division for Ubisoft. And I do like the Division. And as much as I whine about Ubisoft, I will give them dollars. That's it, Coyote. That's it. And Dry Cups, I love that minty skin for the caterpillar. Steel and teal. Wait, Michael, 5-day early access for the premium version? Ooh. But it's single player. Does it? In 5 days, it's 5 days. Yeah, exactly, Phaedrus. Like, no, that costs money. Like, you gotta get your best, like, Ed Asner in there. Like, and spend my dollars? I don't think so. Like, but sir, the players. Like, they can't play. It's like, who cares if they play, as long as we get their money? It's like, but sir, if they can't play, they won't give us money. What? Open the servers. Said no business guy ever. Yeah, I see Critical Mass. Like, Ubisoft hurt me with Far Cry 5. And yet, you know, I picked up the Division and the Division 2 because they're good. And I've enjoyed both immensely, but I still cautiously find myself flinching whenever I see a new Ubisoft announcement. I mean, honestly, Apple, okay, I think it's not a bad idea, because check this out. 5-day early access, right? That's going to stagger the amount of players playing it. So there'll be less people, and they go, hey, this doesn't work. That is 5 days that Bethesda has to quick patch things before a general release. So, do I like it? No. But I think it actually might work out for them. Wait, hold on, Coyote. Is there's a watch? Like a watch? Like a wear on your wrist watch? Or for what game? Like, is it something you could wear out in public and not be like a turbo nerd or what? Uh-oh. That's taking a minute. I might take a look at that Starfield watch. You know, Critical, that's a good question. There is a group that does Arkansas Bar Citizens. They're not, like, you know, attended by CIG or anything because it's Arkansas. But there is a group that does them. I think they actually have a thing on the Bar Citizen website. And you can join there and then see. I think usually it's around Northern Arkansas or Little Rock. That's true, Apple. That's true. Ario, you want to go to Ida? Ida is crawling with barrel. Seriously, like, both locations on Ida have like 23,000 SCU of barrel. And the restock is pretty much almost as fast as you can grab it. Nice. I might look at that. Yeah, nuts. Yeah, that's the way things go. I don't like him pulling that gun out. Yeah, all right, like you can, yeah, no, go to Ida. Go to Ida. Price might be a little bit higher, but you can get all the barrel you want. I might land up at Everest just so I can save myself the train trip tomorrow. Hey, Gruff, it's been a while, man. Wow, Apple.
TISA spaceport.
The people are really chancing Horizon, huh? I don't think I'll be doing that. I don't think I'll be doing it. Really, Michael? That's okay. I like that. I like the controller actually being labeled. That's nice. And yeah, Apple, like I've actually had no issue selling at Lorville. The last time I had an issue selling at Lorville was during Invictus. And with that being over and I think things being calm now,
Now arriving. TISA
it's
spaceport.
okay
Please watch
again.
your step when disembarking the train. Trespassing or attempting to trespass on train tracks is a serious and dangerous.
Really, Gruff? That's what's doing it. TJ, so Horizon pays more for Barrel. You know, it's further away, but it pays more. Barrel or Horizon likes to explode ships sometimes. Like, I don't like going there because every time I try to store a ship there, it eats it.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
And just Lorville is next door, literally next door. It'll save you 4 minutes. You know, one way. I mean, it's not like it takes that long quantum-wise, and it gives you time to go get a drink, but yeah.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Right, Wolf? Like, I am so happy that finally we have, you know, events being over. And Road Rash, that's fair. And there's stuff worth selling around Microtech. I just... After chasing my ship for 20 minutes on Euterpe one day, because of all the, you know, wind, I don't like going to Microtech anymore. Hey, Sarone. Good to see you, man. Wish they'll fix these elevators. Although, sadly, we're going to take this thing back up to Everest and then probably end it for the day. Because it's getting a bit late. I mean, I got started late, but... Yeah, Gold. Like, Pagan had to come rescue me, and... You know, I passed out literally on the steps of his ship. You know, gee, I have no idea. I actually woke up with this injury. Oh, Mike, I'm sorry, man. I'll be more tomorrow. I'll get started a little bit earlier. Let's see. Well, Road, the, you know, the Freelancer Max for the Taurus is nice. Exactly, Gold. My Caterpillar's never taken off into the wind. I mean, has it exploded? Yeah, sure, but usually that's my fault or Star Citizen's fault. All right. Gonna land this at Everest and call it a day. I saw that damage light up on the hull. I don't like that.
You are clear to launch.
Bye. And Dizzy, good to see you. Ah, man, not really. They pretty much just kind of give you whatever hangar they want to. I mean, if you call different ships, but if you need that particular ship, then you're basically just going to have to awkwardly maneuver around it, which is not helpful and not fun. All right, and away we go.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Oh yeah, Rykov, that's so huge. Like, that's the problem. Like a caterpillar, you know, it's large, but I can still dance around things. Like with a reclaimer, that thing is so massive. Like, it's so large, you can't even tell what debris is going to be in the way or not. So, you know, that makes sense. Oh, Wolf, was there anything inside it? You know, if they actually made it worthwhile to sell parts, an MSR would be a pretty good prize ship. Because, I think it's just a slew of size 2 parts, right? Like 2 shields, size 2 quantum drive, size 2 coolers, all that. And most of them are just right there at the exit. All right. We'll land, lock it up, and say goodnight. Oh, what? No, the Taurus is fun. I like the Taurus. Like, it needs to be updated, but I like the Taurus. Oh man, that poor dude bought a Aurora CL. Oof. Hey, Ed. I hope they actually make it worthwhile to haul with like the small ships. Like, I doubt they will, but it'd be nice to see. Really?
Docking initiated. Docking denied. Landing gear down.
Oops, see, I'm taking damage for no reason.
Landing complete.
Can't land at a hangar for anything.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Never once did we touch anything. And yet. And yet. Ah, well. Well, thank you, Matt. I'm glad to be back, man. Feel a lot better now. Physically and everything. I would say correct. Maybe with 320, but not on Alien Week. Like, it'll be for sale. But it won't be like a flyable. Most likely with 320. Ah, yes, Coyote. Actually, I have to return to the doctor tomorrow to find out what new pills I'm adding to my regimen. Which will probably lead to a whole new round of depression and sadness and whatnot, but we'll figure it out. We'll see what they put me on. Go store this, call it for the night. Oh, thank you, Road Rash. I gotta improve my skills though. I've been gone for a week, so I'm all rusty. That's not a bad idea, Ken. Yeah, Raven, have a good night, man. Yeah, gold. Unless I can no longer have quesadillas. If that's the case, then, you know, I just have to switch to something else. But I'll figure it out when I get to it. So, we did some runs, made some money. Had some fun. Complain about a child. So, I want you guys to have a good night. Enjoy yourselves. Be careful with Star Citizen. Good luck with Star Citizen. Oh, Profeta, good to see you, man. I'm sorry. I'm actually hanging up for the night. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, Coyote, that's it. Guys, have a good night. Please drink plenty of water. I'm gonna go over to my my uncle's place and reclaim my my road trip cup so I can actually have a decent amount of water without having to constantly fill up again and again and again. Yeah, guitars will do. And you're good, Profeta. You're good, man. Believe me, I appreciate it. I just caught me right as I was stepping out the door, so. You guys have a good night. Enjoy yourselves. And good luck with Star Citizen. And make sure to get a drink. And until next time, keep on trucking. Have a good night, guys.